Hey, see that, Jeremy? I tricked you. I didn't have an extra intro. What's up, everybody? Here we are. We're going to watch some Jets football. My name's GreenBean. That is Jets Chaos. We got Finnegan in the background helping us out today in case we needs to know stuff. He's going to let us know. Jeremy, my light, I can't get my light to work, buddy. What's going on? This is what I'm looking at here. This is why depending on Bluetooth for everything, it's killing me. How you doing, man? You ready for some Jets?
I'm super excited, man. I really am. Sometimes I feel like it's every week, but each week I feel there's no way I was this excited last week. I am so excited. I can't wait to see Mekhi Becton at right tackle. I'm super excited about it. It was what I was hoping to see because we've been saying it all along. I know you agree with me. From the beginning, that's what we wanted. We wanted to see Brown and Becton, at the left and right tackle position.
Yeah, now that's true, but let me be real honest with everybody, and then we're going to say hello to all of our fine feathered friends in the chat. The truth is, what I really want is Becton on the left, Mitchell on the right. That's what I really want. Now, can that happen? I don't know. We'll see. We still got 3 weeks left of training camp, and they're going to want to make this decision and get it all up to snuff, at least a week before the season, right? They're going to want to do that. But
yeah,
I don't know. Either way, dude, Becton's got to be out there. And I don't know. I know you saw it, but we're going to talk about it real quick. The hug with Aaron Rodgers and Mekhi Becton at the end of Hard Knocks, at the end of the last week's game.
Oh, my God.
When he says, "How you doing, big boy," or whatever, and then he says, whatever, they're talking, and Becton says, "I'm trying to protect you." And he said, "Right, man. All right. Well, look, let's get together this week. Let's have some lunch." Like Aaron Rodgers, dude. You know what I mean? It's a whole different thing.
It was my second to favorite moment of the show. My first moment of the show, obviously I have to say it if I said it's only my second.
Yeah,
favorite.
I know. Inherently, now we must know.
When somebody yelled out with the mentalist there, when the mentalist was there, what if it was a giraffe that he had thought?
Yeah. But what if you said giraffe, though? That's so great. Dude, why is this light? What's going on with I don't understand what's going on. Hold on, Jeremy. I see. No. All right. Look at this. Holy macaroni, that's bright. Holy shit, I was kind of enjoying the dark, Jeremy.
Now you're good. You're gold. You're gold.
I'm gold. All right, here we go.
Beautiful.
There we go. Hey, everybody. So, look, we got Harry's in the house. What's up, Harry? He's always ready for some Jets football, Jeremy. He's always ready. We got Phil Adams from the UK. He's here, right?
Oh, yeah.
D-Mill was here. Whether or not he's still here, we'll have to see. He was here. Poot was first. He wasn't, though.
Nice.
He thinks he's first. Poot just checked in, didn't look, and said first. He just thought he was. That was at 1 p.m., 12:55. Look at this, guys. The first one here was King Jamie the Mad, the Chiefs fan. He checked in to say, "Hey, man, the Chiefs are playing at the same time, so I'm obviously going to be watching that." But he'll say hello. He's a Richie guy. He's Jets media, so he comes over when he's not with Richie, which I respect. You know what I mean? We all got our guys. But King Jamie's the shit, man. That's the epitome of a quality fan from another team. You know what I mean? He comes over, he talks football. Balls a little bit here and there, but, he's a good dude, right?
He's a good dude. Hey, there's a Chiefs fan that's friends with my channel. He comes on all the time. Different dude. Chiefs Live. Same kind of thing. I'm starting to think these Chiefs fans are all class.
Well, you know what it is about the Chiefs? They're all winning and shit. So they're all nice. They don't know.
They're not angry at anybody.
They're not angry anymore. They're walking around the league knowing, like, anybody we talk to, we're probably better than. So it's fine. It's like the peasants. They're not going to come down here and, but then you got those jerk fans that are, part of good teams, and they like to make people feel bad, Finkelstein's here. Excited to see the lines. That's right, dude. It's all going to come together. We're all freaking out. It's all going to come together, dude. I was at Jets camp. I shook Joe Douglas's hand. I looked right into his eyes, and I knew it. It's all going to work. Just
I'll
like
tell you,
that.
I'll tell you, I'm watching this Buffalo game, and I think Buffalo's going to struggle this year.
Buffalo's on now.
Josh Allen just looked like Zach Wilson. He's running like how Zach looked last year. He's running this way, he's running that way, and he gets sacked for a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, but you know what? It's preseason, so you can't tell, dude. You just can't tell. But I'm with you, dude. Here's the thing. Dable leaving the Bills. Like, look, Josh Allen coming into the league, people wondered if he should even be a first-round pick, right? He's so inaccurate, so many. Now, good for him. He made good, and he's clearly a very good quarterback. But he had a guy named Brian Dable who really is credited. You know, I mean, the guy's a stud. He leaves to go ahead and be the head coach of the New York Giants. You see Josh Allen regress somewhat back to kind of that early guy. And then you see a guy named Daniel Jones who, by and large, was ready to be tossed in the garbage by Giants fans. Dude, everybody thought this guy's toast. This guy never. He might not last a year with a new head coach. And he becomes a $40 million quarterback. What do you think of that, Jeremy?
I mean, look at them now. They look great in preseason. I know it's just preseason, but they really look good. And I really respect that coach. He's a great coach. If you look at the Giants roster from last year, there's no way you'd think and ever guess they'd be able to make the playoffs. He is a magician. He's a really, really good coach.
Right. It shows.
And there's no way Buffalo is not missing him.
Yeah, it shows, man. And then, whether or not it continues up there in Buffalo, but, it's like that's the thing. Like, there are key pieces. And, whether or not you can weather, see, that's why I stumbled there, whether or not you can weather different weathers there. The departure of important people is really the make or break of a good team. The Jets were never built in such a way that if we lose anybody, we're going to make it. You know what I mean? But it'll be interesting to see. Phil's here. Tim's here. What's up, Tim? Jenny's here. Jenny McElhannon. What's up, Jenny? Nice to see you. The salty teacher who's responsible for catching me wiping my glasses off on my signed Quinnen Williams jersey. That was I didn't appreciate that, salty teacher. Clifford is here. Bradigan's in the house. Yeah, glad you're here, Cliff. Truly. Bradigan's here with us. Bennett's here. What's up, Sean? Jets 41. Look at all these guys. They're all filing in. You know why, dude? Because Jets football is here, dude. And that's what it really boils down to. What is this? Just show me the damn Miami game. What's going on? I want to watch the Miami game. How would you like to watch? I'd like to watch it like this.
It's not over?
No, I guess not. Oh, I guess it is. It's showing the Chicago and Indianapolis game. Chicago is going to be interesting this year. So is Indy for that. You know what? The beginning of the season is so good. Everybody's interesting to me. You know what I mean? I really, really. Mr. Terrible Takes is here. What's up, Mr. Terrible? Rob V's in the house. What's up? Boycott activity. The New York Spin. I know. That's what we're going to be called this year. If this stuff continues, it's going to be something else. Seeing defensive ends and running backs. Everybody's spinning. It's crazy. Gerbo. What's up, Gerbo? Squirmy Weasel. Look at all these guys, Jeremy. This is fantastic. All right, let me catch up. Get to the super chat here. Jonathan Francois. Thank you, sir. It's good to see you, Jonathan. It's going to be a good season, man. We spent the last couple years together. It's nice to have you with us. What's that? Hello, guys. What are you laughing at?
Because Jonathan Francois, I feel like we've been through everything together with him. Yeah, we've been through some highs and lows.
Jonathan's an emotional fella, isn't he?
Me too.
Yeah, I know. You guys are so funny. I hope you're doing well. Excited for the season to start. How do you think the AFC will shake out this year? Well, I think that the AFC, you're going to see the Chiefs, right? Now, this is barring major injuries, right? And an injury comes and everything changes, right? But I think that the Bengals. What's up with Burrow, man? Where is he? Is he okay? I haven't followed up. Let me see.
As far as I know, I thought he was going to miss at least, maybe the beginning of the season a little bit.
That's what I thought. I gotta double check here. Let me see. Joe Burrow didn't make the trip to Atlanta. Joe Burrow injury update. It's going to be interesting because that's just terrible, dude. You know what I mean? But hey, something we haven't seen. I'm never rooting for that kind of stuff, but
never. Yeah.
I think you got the Chiefs, you got the Bills, you got the Bengals. I honestly believe that the Jets are going to be in this conversation, but the Dolphins are no joke. Unless you look at their quarterback situation. I mean, being what it is, I mean, dude, let's be real here. They put a lot of faith in two guys and two quarterbacks that have not been able to stay on the field. You know what I mean? Hey, maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But I'm not rooting for anybody to be injured, but I hope they suck. Does that work? Does that fit, Jeremy?
It's good enough with Tua threw an ugly enough interception today that it's possible that they'll suck it up a little bit, even with him starting. I mean, he made one bad play and everyone's going to jump on it. But let's just hope they lose a lot of games. It's more than just that's the names on the roster. They got to gel as a team.
Yeah. Now, Finnegan's telling us that Joe Burrow is questionable for week 1. Oh, bad pass, wide open for the Colts here. Is that Anthony Ray? No, that's Minshew, who I wanted, by the way. I wanted Minshew to be our backup quarterback like nobody's business, dude.
I like him.
Eric Craig checking in. What's up? Thank you, Jonathan. The thing about the Chiefs is they were as bad as the Jets for so long. Hold on. Oh, man. God damn it. My jersey fell and I rolled over it. My fucking white sauce dress. That's the problem with white jerseys, buddy. You know what I mean?
That's why I get these black with green on black ones.
Yeah, but I tell you what, there's nothing quite like it. Let's do the thing. Well, Eric said, yeah, they finally crawled out of the hole like Jets fans are about to do. The thing is, they climbed out of the hole, Eric, in a way that the Jets have been unable to do, which is they climbed out for real. You know what I mean? And that all begins with the head coach. It's like the organization. It's not about each individual player, dude. Like, you have to have stability. You have to have a system that when people come in, they're getting into the system, not starting fresh every 3 years, right, Eric? Like we do, 2 years, 4 years. We're always starting over. Having an organization in place that's high quality is how you do it. Then you add a Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and all these players. But even that, it's like, look, the wide receivers, the running backs can come and go. It's about Andy Reid and Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like, that's the stability of the team. And if you can do that, then you're going to have something. See, the good example is like the Rams. While the Rams have been good under McVay over there for a long time, for years now. You see it like just this last run, they sold their soul for rock and roll, dude. But it worked. They got a Super Bowl ring out of it. And now they're going to do what they're going to do. But it's like, okay, but they made that choice. But so the Jets, hopefully Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh, this is the thing, man. Because those guys are, as far as like commanding respect, and they have all that. It's there. Right? Now we just got to win some damn football games. The Zach Wilson thing was a hit, but if they can pivot like they did with Aaron Rodgers and reworking Zach, and if they can do this, it's going to be brilliant. And I'm really excited about it. So let me put my jersey on ceremoniously. Let me. Do I have any music, Jeremy? I don't think I just have any music queued up. I don't think I can do that. Let me see.
What StreamYard gives you some music?
Oh, they do. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I did add my music. Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
Hit the music. Hit the music.
There it is. Okay. Put the jersey on.
Let's go. GreenBean.
You like it, Jeremy? We did it. All right, there it is. That was pretty good. That's going to be a thing. I like that. That was fun. Oh, that was fun. Finnegan says Tippmann's going to be playing at guard today. Is this accurate, Finnegan? That's what you're saying? Are you seeing the game yet? I'm looking here. It's not on for me. Is it on for you, Finnegan? Is it on for you, Jeremy?
Let me back up and is it 4:30?
4:30.
I mean, I'll go check it out, but I was being patient, waiting for 4:30.
You're being patient. That's interesting. Zach Ambrosio checking in. What's up, Zach? Thank you for the super chat. Love you guys. Thanks for the content. Watching you guys is the best. Also, me and a friend are buying tickets to the Chargers game. Let's go, Jets. There you go, Zach. That's amazing. Now, what he's talking about, everybody, if you don't know, the Talking Jets ticket buy for this year is for Monday Night Football. This is new for us. We usually do opening day. We get together for opening day with you guys. Last year, we hooked up with the Jet Lounge. And, man, what a day that was until we walked into the stadium, of course. Then everything went to shit. Yeah, we got a good first half out of it. It was fun. But this year, November 6th, Monday Night Football, we are tailgating with Tailgate Joe. If you guys aren't familiar with Tailgate Joe, dude, you got to take a look. I mean, I've known Tailgate Joe for the better part of, 15 years, 13 years or something like that. I hung out with him back in 2010, maybe it was 2009, I think. It was the last year at Giant Stadium. He was a smaller tailgate, but he's got the whole thing going on. We have our own section, our own tent, the Talking Jets tent. We're going to have games and all kinds of fun stuff. And we also have some on the field opportunities for everybody before the game. We can watch we can be on the field for warm-ups and stuff. And sometimes players come over. I've shown you guys before. I'll show you right now, real quick. Last time I got the on the field for the warm-ups thing. Let's see. I was down there in Miami. I used to have my company had a box, a luxury box, and we would get on the field passes. But last time I was there, I got to go down there. This was Rex Ryan's last game as a New York Jets head coach. And we were over there. The kid next to me, you see that kid right next to Merrill there? There's like his shoulder. You see him, Jeremy? Can you speak, though? I can't see you. Yes.
Sorry about that. Yes, I can see him.
Yeah, so you see that kid there. You see he's holding something. You see that with his hand? Yeah. He's like holding something. He was holding a sign that said, "Thank you, Rex." So I just happened to be standing next to him. So we're all jetted up, and he's holding the "Thank you, Rex." So Rex Ryan ran over to us and shook all of our hands, and CBS caught it. And some people friends of mine were watching the game. They caught it on CBS, screenshotted it, and sent it to us. Look at my son, dude. Look how little he is. Look at that, Jeremy.
He's so little.
He's little. That's preteen Bean,
Crazy. The little guy.
Little guy. And that's the hat that the Baltimore dog killed. So you see the history with that hat, man. You see, like, I had it for so long. My son wore. It's like it killed me when that dog did that to that hat. But anyway, the point is that we're going to be able to get on the field for that kind of stuff too. It's going to be fun. So you guys can do that. You can do that. The link is in the description for talkingjets.com. Every ticket package comes with a t-shirt as well, unless you're just doing the tailgate only. We also, like, if you already have your tickets and you want to hang with us, you can do the tailgate only as well. So you just kind of hang out at the tailgate Joe with us and have a good time before the game. We can do that as well. But yeah, man, I could not be more excited. You're coming to that one, right, Jeremy?
I'll be at the Chargers game.
Nice.
And,
you'll be with us, though.
I'm not sitting with you at the game. Why? But I'll come to the tailgate.
Why aren't you sitting with us? Who are you sitting with, Dom?
Because Dom had an extra ticket.
There you go. That's okay. That's understandable. He's going to be with the Dom C section. Dom C's crowd is for 4 people. deep. So he's got 4 tickets, I think. So you'll have a good time. But I'm glad you're going to be hanging with us before. And I know Finnegan's going to be there. Finnegan will be there. He is. Finnegan's going to be there for the tailgate. And you know what? I just talked to
NFL app.
I just talked to my friend who runs comedy shows down there in Atlantic City. He's running one tonight. That he was talking about. I told him, I said, look, I think we're going to want to put on a comedy show the Saturday before the game. So Finnegan, are you coming in for that weekend, or which day you coming in? Hold on. I'm going to bring Finnegan on real quick before the game starts. We have 1 minute. This game better start over here. Finnegan. So are you coming down for the whole weekend?
I am. I think I'm flying in Friday morning.
Nice. So I'm like, right now it's like 50-50, but I'm really leaning towards, I'm going to put my comedy shoes back on and we're going to have a comedy show right there by Giant Stadium. I think with the room we're going to run it in is right by Giant Stadium by MetLife. It's funny because my friend even called it. He said, I have a room by Giant Stadium. So I still call it that. But anyway, so yeah, you'll get to hang out with us for the comedy show too. That'll be awesome.
Sweet.
All right. Cool. So yeah, Finnegan's going to be there with us. Lots of you guys. So there's a few tickets left, man. If you want in, go ahead, click on that link and come on and join us. Zach Ambrosio is going. It's good to know you're coming too, Zach. It's going to be awesome. All right. Who else we got here? New York Jets 24 checking in. GreenBean, another great deal by Joe Douglas. Trade Mims. He gets cut and we don't get a draft pick though. New York Jets 24. It was conditional. So it sucks that, the game's starting. Look at that. Yeah, it worked. Okay. All right. I'm psyched.
Open up.
So obviously the Mims thing, he got hurt, dude. So they're not going to keep him around if you got, just like with us with Javelin Guidry and Hamza Nasruddin. Whoops, I can't show that. What the hell am I doing?
What are you seeing right now?
Ray Katina Lexus. That's a local Lexus dealer up there in Edison, New Jersey. Yeah, okay. They're showing local commercials right now.
All right. Just went to the Jetsfan?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're going to be even today.
All right. So Matt O'Leary is going to hop on with us at some point today. I think Ryan will pop in. So it'll be fun, man. We're going to have ourselves a good day today. Jets football is back. It's going to be great. But yeah, New York Jets 24. The pick was Mims in a 7th for a 6th if he's on their active 53. So in the event they sign him back or something, like let's say another guy gets hurt and they bring him back if his ankle's better or something, then it could work. But if he's not on the 53, the start of the season, then we don't get our pick. It would be a great move, but yeah, I feel for Mims, man. That sucks. What are you going to do?
F. O'Leary.
F. O'Leary?
Yeah.
Why?
He got me to eat that cookie.
Hey, dude, he didn't buy that cookie and send it to your house.
That thing put me in agony twice.
Twice? Why twice?
The next morning.
Oh, the next morning. I never deal with that. I grew some habaneros in my garden, and my, as my lovely wife, who I will not complain about in any capacity, didn't water them while I was gone. So the plants kind of died. So I had to pull the peppers, right? I had like 5 or 6 beautiful habaneros. I chopped one up today and I had brisket and eggs with habaneros. Let me tell you, boy, dude, let me tell you. Yeah. I was thinking to myself while I was eating it, why do I do this to myself? That's what I was thinking. I was like, fresh habaneros, dude, they're like twice as hot. Like when you put it in a, like you get a sauce or something like that. It's like even jalapenos, like if you take a fresh jalapeno and chop it up, it is blazingly hot. Like when they're fresh, they're so habanero. The thing was ruining my damn meal. I was like, I literally thought, why do I do this?
There's nothing to cut it. It's painful.
Yeah, right. There's no reprieve. William Sprague, what's up, William? Good to see you, my friend. He says, what a day to turn 60, guys, with Jets football. Well, happy birthday to you, William Sprague.
That's awesome, dude. Happy 60th. My brother Lee just turned 60 a month ago, so congratulations.
All right, well, here's what we're going to do for William Sprague. William, this is for you, okay? This is for you, buddy. William. Oh, let's look at the picture up over here. Look at this. William Sprague, happy birthday, my friend. Everybody, give William Sprague some happy birthday love. Stick a fire emoji in there for William Sprague. Happy birthday. It's going to be great. William's a good dude. He's been with us for a long time, too. All right, the Jets, I see Al Woods out there running around. Now, the jersey I'm wearing, guys, this was given to, interestingly enough, this was given to Q-Tip by the New York Jets. But it just so happened that the day before, whatever, he bought this jersey for himself. He had it with him. He's like, out of all the jerseys. So he said, you want it? I was like, come on. He's like, for real, man. You want it? I said, yes. Yes, I do. So I tried to give it to my son. I was going to see if he got it. It was like wearing a muumuu. It was down to his knees. You know what I mean? He's not my size. Let's see. All right, what do we got? Look at everybody in here with the fire emojis. Happy birthday to William Sprague, 60 years old. Braden from New Zealand is here. Now, he's dealing with what Phil Adams is dealing with over there in the UK. Braden being in New Zealand, they have days in. What is that? What is that? I've heard nothing but terrible reports about this. Why did the NFL give it to this company, the broadcast, and it sucks? I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't understand why they just can't get YouTube TV out there, man. It's the internet.
A window with a view sports talk says he wants to see Bam Knight beat out Michael Carter. That's really interesting. Hello, Will. Sorry. Hello, window with the view sports talk. I don't think that's going to happen. I love Bam Knight, and I'm upset that one of these guys has to go, it looks like, right? Especially if we're going to take and keep Bawden, the fullback. It looks very much like Hackett wants to keep a fullback around. So, which is just so funny. No matter who the Jets get as their head coach, offensive coordinator, we have been unable to shake the fullback position. For me, I grew up watching fullbacks, right? I was a fullback in my younger years because I was too fat. Like, you see, the thing is this. So I was small. I was like really small for a long time. When I was first couple years in football, I was what's called a wingback, right? A wingback. And then I was a tailback. And so I would run the plays in with the coach and everything. But then I was still small, but I decided to just get fat, you know? So I don't know. So I was a fullback. So they would run me through the holes before the back. But I was soft. I wasn't mean yet. So I was like, I was a failure as a fullback. But I like fullbacks, but I would rather keep Bam Knight than Nick Bawden. That's just and I think like you keep 4 tight ends and you have Rucker do the thing or whatever, you know. But it looks like Bawden's going to make the team, so that pushes a Bam Knight or a Michael Carter off the team. I don't think there's a chance in hell that Michael Carter doesn't beat out Bam Knight. I just don't think so. Now, if they do get a trade or something like that, which I don't think, and you got to see, like Michael Carter, when I was at practice, he's like, the way that he is with everybody too, man, like he's truly loved his energy everywhere he goes. People are laughing and joking and fooling around. He just has that magnetism about him. Like he's obviously, if he wasn't talented, it would mean nothing, right? So what? We like him. He sucks. He doesn't suck. He had an interesting year last year. That was a down year, but I don't think his talent can really be questioned. He's super slippery, dude. And he's a good guy to have around. Kyle Ofer in this context says, Michael Carter's a complimentary back. He was in college next to Javonte. He was a rookie to Coleman and last year to Brees. MC is a great team player and plays off others. Jesus is the way. All right. So, that's the thing. He even did it in high school. He was a complimentary back. He's never been like the bell cow guy. It's not what he is. So I think that he's like the perfect guy to have around. Bam obviously brings some special teams capabilities as well, and who doesn't like Bam Knight, dude? I mean, I think he's talented, but I don't know. I just don't see him pushing Michael Carter off the team, barring injury. Yeah, and Window says, or let me call you. Well, I guess you got to say the whole thing, don't you? Window with the View Sports. You got to say the whole thing. You made me say that. I want to shorten it, but I can't. Sports talk. I can call you sports talk. Bam is more versatile. That's the thing. He does have some versatility, but if they already have their return game intact, then they don't need it. You know what I mean? So
Here's
there's
the
that.
kickoff.
All right, you got kickoff already? I'm looking at the guy standing there. How the hell do you have it early?
I don't know.
All right, well,
that's not good coverage.
All right, see, I still got them running. They're still setting up the kickoff.
I don't know. That's really weird. We're both on the same freaking technology.
I see Will McDonald out there on kickoff. Michael Clemens. Look at all these guys. Jamie and Sherwood. I'm going to keep my eye on Sherwood.
Is there a way I can pause it? I don't
Oh,
know.
man, I love these guys. Come on, somebody kill him. Hardy falls down. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, he's breaking it. I don't like this at all. Back to almost to the 50, 45-yard line. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Oh, man. All right, Ryan King checking in. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, buddy. GreenBean, frame that jersey. I hope we whoop Todd Bowles. Jets, Jets. Yeah, me too. So we had some, looks like they had a penalty on the kid. What's so there? Oh, personal foul. That'll
right now because I'm able to pause. So what are you seeing right now?
They're doing the penalty. I got 15:54 or 14:54 on the clock. But yeah, Ryan, we'll talk about the jersey tonight. This isn't the one though. This is the sauce jersey, Ryan. So I've agreed at least for tonight not to wear it. There is a conversation even in my own house about this today. They're like, "What are you going to do with the jersey?" I'm like, "Everybody needs to leave me alone. I want to fucking wear my Quinnen jersey."
What's your play clock at?
All right, my play. It's I'll tell you it's first down on the 10-yard line right now. 14:54, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Snap. Oh my God, they run right into each other. Lost 5 yards. That's right. That was no fault of the Jets, but they maybe it was. Let me see. Oh yes, it was. Holy shit, that was all Quentin Jefferson, dude. I missed it, dude. That was a massive play right there.
Yeah. Did you see the next play yet?
No.
Jesus.
Here it is. All right, snaps. He's in his own end zone. That was Craig James on coverage, everybody. Craig James on coverage, everybody. Defensive players to watch. Brandon Eccles and Michael Clemens. Why Brandon Eccles? Why are we watching Brandon Eccles? They should be saying Jamie and Sherwood.
Yeah, we know that Eccles is our backup guy to come in.
Yeah.
Looks like there was pressure there. Sherwood's right there.
Yeah, they got a first down though.
Yeah.
So who's their starters? Is it Baker Mayfield, everybody?
Fake. Oh, there's Jermaine. He was faked out. 53. Who's that? Second and 5. That's Trask.
Kyle Trask.
Second and 5. Who's 53 for the Jets?
53.
Barnes. Okay.
Oh, Zaire Barnes, right.
He's good. He's a picking tackle.
You know, he's been having himself a nice camp, man. Nice preseason.
Nice.
All right. Here we go. I got 12:55, 21 seconds. So you got to stop it for a second. I would like to watch the game with you.
Okay.
If possible.
If I pause and then hit play again, it catches up to live. And so I just have to stay quiet.
Oh, I see. I got
Just
you.
tell me when you see the play.
All right, back to pass. He hands it off. Who's that? Tanzel Smart, dude. Blowing through the line. Holy macaroni. Dude, our defensive line is just not here to give shits. You know what I mean? Dude, I talked to Quinnen, I talked to JFM, and I talked to Michael Clemens.
Oh.
And I talked about the defensive line. Every one of them said the same thing, man. Like, oh, dude, we are so ready. We are so ready. All right, we got 3rd and 9, everybody. Trask in the shotgun. There goes the snap. Oh, we got pressure. He throws it. You got to make that tackle. No. Oh, they get the first.
Yeah, that was Barnes. He didn't get him down fast enough.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, hard it is to stay quiet.
Yeah.
Oof. So I think if Eccles is in there, who's not in there? Oh, we're not starting Reed or Gardner, are we?
No. Yeah, right. Eccles is starting. It's probably is Bryce Hall out there with Eccles? Is that who it is?
I don't know. I'll
Let me
check.
see here.
Might be.
That looks like Bryce Hall. Yeah, 37, Bryce Hall. You got Brandon Eccles, Bryce Hall out there. Look at this. Oh, my God, dude. Wide open, though. He dropped it, but he was wide open. Sonny Crockett checking in. Found you guys early this year on YouTube. Loving the content and all the streams. Let's go with this thing. Let's go win this thing. Frame that Q jersey. Oh, Sonny. I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Well, I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you found us, Sonny. We're happy to have you here, my friend. This is going to be a great year, man. It's going to be a great year. Let's see. Oh,
that's James 31. Who is James?
That's Craig James, dude.
James. Is he going to make
the
team?
He's not going to make the team. Craig James, I don't even, they're looking at him, but Craig James making the team. He's actually a vet. He's been in the league a bunch of years. He hasn't played in a year or two, though.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Now, remember, Kyle Trask, so we know, was one of the guys when I didn't want Zach Wilson. I said we could trade back, get 3 firsts, and we could take Kyle Trask. Now he's been sitting behind Brady for 2 years.
Is Salah upset?
He should be upset.
Look at the sideline, the way he's talking to his guys.
He's pissed off. Why is he so mad?
I don't know.
He's yelling at people.
Looking all right to me. Bryce
Holbrook
Huff
doesn't know why.
Bryce Huff is on the right side.
Robert Saleh's coming into his own, in my opinion.
Who's 0?
0 is Amos. Adrian Amos.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's big. For safety, he's big.
All right, here we go. I got 3rd and 10. 10 seconds on the play clock. There goes the snap. Get him. Okay. So it's going to be 4th and 4. So, all right. What yard line are they on?
4th and 2. They're punting from
4th
their
and
own.
2. They gave him, that's a bad spot. Let me rewatch this. It looked like 4 yards to me.
It's a punt. So.
All right. Okay, whatever. Should be 4th and 4, in my opinion, everybody.
Oh, there's a flag.
Yeah, Eric Craig says, it's Craig James, bitch. It's Rick James, bitch. All right, so they're punting the ball to the New York Jets. Here goes the punt. Boom. It's up in the air. And it's going to go into the end zone. All right.
I'll tell you, GreenBean, YouTube TV better let us do pauses and stuff. And have pauses.
YouTube TV is like TV.
Okay.
It's good. This is NFL Plus. They don't know.
Right.
Anthony G doesn't like the 0. What do you think of the 0?
I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't, whatever.
You're all right.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't love it either. So, but I
like it.
It doesn't bother me.
We got a flag on the play. Unnecessary roughness. Who did that?
I don't know. We're backed up though.
Good. Let Zach Wilson work. Here we go. Eccles needs more discipline, Sean Bennett says. So they were saying to keep an eye on him tonight, and it looks like he needs to cut it out. What did he do, everybody? I didn't see it. What did he do? Anybody know? Jeremy, what was he doing there?
I don't know.
Big Green's in the house. What's up, Big Green? He says 99 is the best jersey ever. I could not agree more. I love 99. It's my favorite.
Are you excited that Will McDonald took that number?
Well, yes. But we've had 99s before, and they've always been, not so good. Well, who was our last 99? Let me see. New York Jets 99. I want to say Brian Thomas, but I don't think that's the truth.
I think Will McDonald's going to bring it justice.
Yeah, Brian Thomas had 99. So he was good. You know, Brian Thomas was good. But we had like Eric Obagu. Remember him?
Obagu.
Jason Taylor wore number 99.
Yeah.
I know. Gross.
Dolphin.
Gross. Sean says he wouldn't wear number 0. I would wear number 0. Number 0 is okay. It's just new. We don't like it. It's like, what do you think of the defensive linemen wearing teens and stuff? Like, I'll tell you what, Jermaine Johnson looks good in the 11, though, doesn't he?
Does. I like it. See, I like the 11 for wide receivers because when they score a touchdown, they can brush their hands down the ones. Like they're brushing themselves off.
You like that?
It's kind of nice.
That's important to you. Okay. All right. I understand.
Important. Zachy Poo. By the way, if you were wondering, yes, I still support the kid.
Look at him. That's his boy. That's his boy. What's up? Main Jets fan in the house. Good to see you, buddy. I'm looking at the Colts up here.
Ooh.
Let's see.
I won't say nothing.
You're not going to say anything, but it's a good run by Bam, right?
I'm not saying
wow,
nothing.
What a touchdown by the Colts. What's that?
I'm not saying nothing, but pay attention to the play and who's helping make the play happen. I think is very important for us.
So Ryan King says the guy from Philly had number 99. That's Vinny Curry. Right. So he had number 99. That should have been an interception. Went right through the guy's hands and into the all right, let me see. Oh, so what's that? It was a 9-yard run from Bam? Is that what that was?
Yeah. Hey, Tippmann and McGovern are both in the game at the same time.
So McGovern's playing center and Tippmann's at guard, huh?
Yeah. It looks like he's let me see where he is exactly. I think it might be left guard. I'm surprised. Everybody thought it would be the exact reverse if that happened.
Yeah, why isn't Becton starting?
It just freaks me out, man. It's weird.
Because they moved him to right tackle.
Yeah, but still, why not start him?
I don't know, but my shit just froze and I don't like it one bit. I don't like this. I don't like it. All right, it's okay. It's moving. So McGovern's at center. I mean, they're looking at stuff. But I mean, it's got to be Becton out there, dude. I don't really know, and he hasn't, dude. He's looked great. Like I can't imagine. What
second and 9, by the way, for everybody.
I got 1st and 10 over here.
Sorry. Not won't tell you what
1st and 10. Zachy Poo is so I imagine they're going to get 1 yard here because Jeremy blew it.
Sorry.
Let's see. So who we got? Look at that. We got Bawden's in there as a fullback doing nothing. He got no push there. See, a fullback has to run in with some authority. You got to lay somebody out.
Yeah. Otherwise,
he was pussyfooting. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So Red John is a good question, Jeremy. Who do you think is going to show out today? Is it going to be Brownlee or Malik Taylor at wide receiver? Who do you think is going to?
I think it's a heated battle, so we'll see, and it's going to mean something.
It does mean something, but I don't know if they're going to keep 6 wide receivers. There's lots of people talking about that, especially if you want to keep 4 tight ends and 5 running backs. Oh, terrible pass from Zach. That wasn't a drop by Lazard, dude.
No, he missed them.
That was a bad pass. That's Zach can't be doing that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, he threw it 2 yards behind him. The guy had to slow down and try to go. Yeah, like try going across your body with your hands.
Look at that.
Yeah. There's no excuse for an NFL quarterback to throw it like that from that distance.
No, Rodgers isn't playing. Rodgers isn't going to play all preseason. Thunderstruck or Thunder Buddy.
Here's the punt.
All right,
come
on,
everybody
Zach.
know we're punting.
And Zach forgetting the slide, the whole thing. It's like that drive, if you want to call it that series, let's call it. It looked like old Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, at least McGovern picked him up. See that? Maybe the coaches had him, Keith Carter probably said to his old lineman, hey, part of your job is to pick up the quarterback. If you let your quarterback get hit and he's on the ground, whatever, you pick him up.
Yeah.
Part of the deal.
Yeah.
Yes. Scott Lukinger says, disappointing first possession. I agree, man. I agree.
Look,
3 and
but
out.
look, but they're experimenting. I mean,
They are.
I don't think they're seriously going to start the season with Tippmann at right guard. I mean, I could be
They
wrong.
may.
I mean, Lincoln Tomlinson's going to be our right guard. They're just
Lakin Tomlinson's our left guard. You mean AVT?
sorry, AVT.
Right.
So,
But
I mean,
you know why they're doing that? Because if AVT needs to bounce to tackle, then they need to know who they have at guard. I don't know why we don't even entertain Connor McGovern at guard. I don't understand it.
he played guard before in the NFL, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I have a feeling that when McGovern is done after a couple of possessions, that they'll move Tippmann back to center.
Yeah. Now, Braden brings up a good point, Jeremy. He said, what is everybody complaining about? We got a first down. He's got a good point. That was not what we were doing last year. That keeps the defense out of the, off the field for a few more minutes. So that's good. Yeah. So Lukinger says he threw the ball behind a wide open Lazard with zero pressure, then tries to run like 9 yards for a first down, risking injury, and gets hit 5 yards short. Yeah, that's Zach. They got to talk to him about that. Say, all right, buddy, listen, you got to calm down.
Yeah,
Okay, this is preseason. Calm down. No pressure. Just throw the ball to Lazard. Just throw. You got to be able to hit those guys.
This is when we see if Rodgers makes a difference. Can he settle him down? And he comes back out next drive and he's okay.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. My shit is spotty over here.
I'm annoyed that we're not at the same time. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's weird. It's bothering me. It's bothering me, everybody.
Screws us up. I got to hold back my reactions.
Yeah. Luke Kinger says maybe his bar is a little higher than a first down. Hey, man, pace yourself, Scott. Pace yourself. Because like Charles says, if Zach doesn't throw a pick, it's a win. Well, look, we're hoping to see Zach Wilson be able to, be a competent number 2 quarterback, right? It's, we want him to be our QB2. That's what we want. So that series didn't look too good. And the thing is, even while we're experimenting with the offensive line, there was no pressure on Zach. So he's got to be able to stand there and just, that's a 5-10 yard pass at the most. Just hit him. You got to be able to hit those. That's easy stuff. So the scheme, they're scheming to him. They're scheming guy. He's wide open, dude. Simple pass, short guys open. Hit him. All right, so we got some defense going on here. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off. Stuffed at the line, 2 yards.
Al Woods,
dude.
Oh!
Let me tell you this. The 2 guys we lost in Rankins and Shepard are beautifully replaced with Quentin Jefferson and Al Woods, man. Upgrades. Maybe Rankins to Jefferson is a push, but Shepard to Al Woods is an upgrade without question.
People are going to hate. I want to see people put this guy down for that play.
All right.
People love to shit on him.
Oh, Ashton Davis. Oh, look at that. Wow. That was a nice tackle.
Oh!
This sucks.
This sucks. I want to say it.
You can say it, man. Go ahead, because there's people with you. You can react. Go ahead. If I'm behind, I'm behind. It's on me.
I want to talk about that Ashton Davis play. That was great play, right? I mean,
it was.
Sherwood watched him zip by him to make that tackle. But yeah, I want you to enjoy the next play.
All right, here we go. That was a great play by Ashton Davis. Braden agrees. All right, here we go. Back to pass. Bryce Huff. That's what we call a sack. Yeah, technically they're going to give him an incomplete pass on that one. I guess they will. Doesn't matter. It's all good.
Well, now they're saying 4th and 10. Why doesn't it make any sense? But okay.
Oh, that's a sack, dude. That ball came flying out.
That's what I think. I have a feeling. Wow.
Dude, Bryce Huff is awesome, everybody.
He is. He's great. Our defensive line is just ridiculous.
No Will McDonald yet. We'll see what he does in this game. They're punting on my TV. Punt. There it is. Nice and high. It's going to be returnable, everybody. Come on. Run it. Where you going?
That's Xavier Gibson.
Look at this guy.
That's
Look
Gibson.
at this little fella.
That's
Come
Gibson.
on. All
That's
right.
Gibson.
There you go.
He might, how are we going to cut him?
You'll see. They're going to do it. I know. He's a good return guy, man. But how are they going to cut him? Because, I don't know. This is the thing. They got some tough decisions to make. They really do.
It's so weird being a Jets fan and having to stress over this, that we're going to be cutting players that I think are really good players.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. My connection here tonight is dog shit. I'm frozen on Gibson. Scott Luke Ginger checks in, says our defense is insane.
And these are the backups. Backups.
Now we're playing their first team too. That's what's up.
It's sick. Wait till it's Carl Lawson and JFM in the mix. Like Quinnen. We haven't even seen Quinnen.
But let me tell you, man, I'm not convinced that, JFM is great and all, but, I don't know, man. Jefferson, Woods, those guys, especially when they got him at end and they're pushing guys like Bryce Huff off the field or Jermaine Johnson. I don't like it. I think Jermaine Johnson should be on the field all day. So that's what I think. Rob V says it sucks. You're so don't worry about it, man. You guys get excited and do it the way you do it. No problem. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here.
Ooh, they're showing out.
I just refreshed. Maybe where are you now? Are you at 525?
I'm looking at the rock star, the guy from the Foo Fighters.
Okay, I got Zach Wilson under center here. Zach Wilson under center.
You're ahead of me.
Zoma was in motion there. He's going to hand the ball off to Bam Knight, who finds very, very little.
You're ahead of me.
Push on the left side. You got to get Becton over there, everybody. What do they got? Billy Turner on the left?
How did it switch around? So now you're ahead of me.
That's right. This is called the karmic switch. The karmic switch. Let me see.
That's crazy. Well, it's almost better in the way that I can at least react now and scream and yell as much as I want.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Who's this kid they're showing that they're interviewing?
All right. I got 4:45 on the clock here. All right. They hand it off to Bam Knight again. He squeezes through, pushes for about, 3?
Oh, that's Tony Adams. Adam, not even dressed.
Yeah, because he's the starter, dude. He won it. He won the job. That's amazing.
All right.
It's amazing.
Still no Becton.
Yeah, I see Becton. He's standing there. He's got his helmet off.
Okay. By the way, just want to point out, since I'm going second, I'll look at certain players. Tittman turned his guy off the play completely.
Dude, we got Max Mitchell at left tackle. I gotta be honest. I don't understand.
Why not put Becton at left tackle, then switch him to right tackle? Let him get more reps.
Yeah, I don't know.
But very good block by Tittman on that running play out though. 3rd and 5.
Red John wants to know if I remember Eric Rett. I do remember Eric Rett.
There's your guy Brownlee.
All right, hold on. Are you ahead of me again? What the hell's going on?
How did that happen?
Let me see. I got 338 or 328. Hold on, Zach. Oh my God, bad pass, Zach. Holy macaroni. That could have been a pick 6 on that one. I got 2nd and 10. Where are you, Jeremy?
I'm 1st and 10. Oh, so you must be that far ahead, but you missed the Brownlee reception.
I guess I didn't see it. I was too busy looking at the chat. My bad.
35-yard line, 1st and 10. 3:28 on the clock. Not a good pass by Zach Wilson.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so I got 2nd and 10, Zach under center. We got the fullback in there. And Izzy Abanacanda's hit the field, everybody.
Fast me again.
Okay, fast pass. Okay, 5 yards. Low pass, though, man. It's actually, I mean, it connects, but it's a bad pass. Zach's got to put zip on that. You see, those kinds of plays are contingent upon the expeditious nature of the pass. You got to get it to him so he has time to take off. And that's Hardman, dude. If he had another split second there, he could have split those guys and made it through, potentially a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, it's everything. That little bit of time.
That's
that
the
he had to
stuff.
go down and pick up the ball.
Yeah, that's the stuff. All right, we got 3rd and 5, 2:45 on the clock. Zach's in shotgun, back to pass.
20 seconds.
Nice time, little pressure. Oh, good pass. All right, Lazard, beautiful. Split them. Zach, that was a nice pass by Zach. A little dangerous, but nice. The dot. That's right. So here we go. Oh, I'll tell you what. Offensive line doing their job. Got some pressure at the end there. Zach stayed strong, which was nice to see. Bam Knight helping out.
Tippmann is going to be like the AVT guy. He's going to be able to play any guard and center. Watch. He's special. Every time I watch Tippmann, he's doing exactly what he has to do.
Oh, dude, that was a great hit by the fullback. Flag on the play. No, it didn't really materialize, but nice wallop by the fullback. That's what you want to see.
So we get to see what Lazard is capable of.
Holding. By who? Who's the hold? Tyler Conklin.
Well, he's so far ahead of me, it's ridiculous.
So I hit refresh, so maybe refresh will do it. Where's
we
the
need
hold?
to see some Michael Carter so people could see the difference and like just stop with the nonsense of Knight over Carter. Can we just see Carter?
Well, we saw it last week. You know, Michael Carter slippery, skiddly doing around the joint. I mean, he does, like Salah said it, dude. Michael Carter, he makes the first guy miss. That's what he does.
That's what
not everybody has that. Come on, Zach. Okay, Hardman. Oh, 2 yards. 1st and 20. 2-yard pass on 1st and 20.
Weird.
So now Bradigan's 15 seconds behind. Sean Bennett's done watching the game already. It's over. He's so far ahead.
I just have to say to you, man, I'm just keeping I'm going to be the Tippmann. I'm going to just be the Tippmann watch. Every rep right now, it's just solid.
Look at this. Nice screen. Damn it. Wes Schweitzer's in there. We got Billy Turner and Wes Schweitzer on the right side, it looks like.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Hackett, man, when we met Hackett, dude, that guy's as cool in real life as anybody you're ever going to meet, man. He was amazing. Screaming, yelling, laughing with you.
Just pure
pushing you. He pushes you when he laughs. It's like, it's a great dude, man.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love that. I love that kind of stuff. Come on, Zach.
It's preseason. Let him take a shot. Middle of the field come on. Throw deep. Like first down.
Brown down to the 12. It's going to 4th down, so we're going to end up kicking. And like he said, hey, Zach's led us to points, right? That's what we're doing now.
It's ridiculous. Give him a shot.
I agree, Andrew. Andrew says 3rd and 14, not doing our quarterback any favors. Right, man. Let him take a shot. We're already in field goal range. Go for it. You know what I mean, Lee? You know, let's do something here. It's fucking preseason.
Preseason. Let him freaking take a shot so he gets the experience and the confidence.
Agreed.
Stupid. Doesn't make any sense.
The thing is, here's what I'll say though. Zach is scanning, right? He's looking like a couple of those screens, you know, the wide receiver screen was designed, but some of it he's just taking the guy. He's looking the guy, his guy's on open, he's turning to the right and throwing the ball. So it could be his 2nd and 3rd read. He's just kind of panicking a little bit, or maybe he's doing a great job. Maybe his guys are covered and he's just taking the 2 and 3, 4 yards. We don't know. By looking at it on TV, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, they look at the film after the game and they know. So
yeah. Commercial break in progress. All right, that's what it's doing.
I got to tell you, I already know. I'm already seeing and believing. I mean, everybody thought it would be McGovern would be the backup guard. You know what I mean? Like if you
Center?
if a guard went down, that it would be Tippmann at center, McGovern at guard. I don't mind now.
No, I don't mind it.
I don't mind this at all. Tippmann looks totally qualified to be a guard.
Yeah, Tippmann. I'm not worried about Tippmann, and even like all the busts, that was like crazy, right? It's I mean, even if he did take a minute to get everything together, like the guy's, dude, he's a good ball player, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about him at all. He's going to be a starter on this line, and he's going to be great for us. But I agree with you. I would much rather see Connor McGovern come in at guard than Wes Schweitzer. I just would, or Cologne. I would.
Yeah.
And they're not even messing with it.
Yeah, I just know I don't care what position he plays, but Tippmann, I do not want to see him on the bench this year. That's a waste of a year. That's a waste of a year. He is a good player. He needs to be out there.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be on the bench at all. I think Tippmann's going to be starting for us, everybody.
Good.
Come on with this commercial break in progress baloney. All right, come on. All right, there we go. The Brickashaw Ferguson, is that who that is? He's there? So I missed the kick. Is this about, yeah, they're doing the field goal now.
It's weird. I was ahead of you, and now you're ahead of me.
That's right, dude. Well, the NFL saw fit that there's no reason I should be behind you. Maybe line, good. All right, we're 3 up. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him push the ball downfield a little bit. Jason, he also says there's been progression with Zach this year. Last year, he couldn't read the defense at all. I mean, there's definitely still progression. I mean, this game is a little bit sloppier than the last 2 for Zach, in my opinion. But, we're still here. And we're looking for Zach. We're looking for this kid to settle down. That's what it is, right? So that was a better drive, right? We got it, he connected and he got us down in field goal range and we kicked the field goal. Not bad. And he settled down on that drive a little bit. So had those 2 bad passes, like we said.
Look, the main culprit on that drive was the holding penalty.
Yeah, totally.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, Mojo says too. He says, he's not joking. Zach making 4-yard passes is progress. It's the truth. It's sad to say.
Yeah. I mean, if Rodgers was the quarterback on that, everybody would say it was Conklin's holding call that hurt the drive.
Yeah, so look, now Bradigan's ahead. He was behind before. It's weird. I don't know what's going on here. Fucking weird, man. It's a new era we're in, right? All these internet channels that we're watching now. It all depends on your service, and I mean, who knows, right? It's crazy.
It's weird.
Fiber optics and things like that. Things like that. Greg the Leg, Hank G. That's right. Tim wants to know if we think we'll have less penalties by the end. Well, as long as we're not, one of the more penalized teams. Penalties happen, right? But we want to be a disciplined team, particularly holding, dude. Like holding is one of those things. It's a 10-yard penalty, and you just can't do it. You got to be. No, I'd rather see them hold than your quarterback get blindsided. Things like that, of course. Sometimes there are good holds. But overall, that's what you want to see. And then you want to see pre-snap penalties mitigated, whether it's, offsides or, what have you. It's that's all mental stuff. And you have to see that go away. That's the mark of a good team when pre-snap penalties are all but alleviated.
It's also will get better when we have our consistent team out there in the right positions consistently, so they communicate better and are more synchronized. Right now, we keep mixing things up, shifting guys around.
Yeah. See, Drunk Monkey says it's his third season. I would hope he'd be better. Well, I think it's a great point, and I'm with you. But what we have to remember is that it's not just his third season. This guy was toast last year. Toast. That he was miserable, right? He had a terrible year. He had a couple good games where he was nice. The Buffalo game, albeit unspectacular, 154 yards was good. He played well in the second half of the Pittsburgh game, right? So he had his games, but overall he had a terrible season, and he got worse as the season went on. He flat out lost us the Patriots games, especially the first one, 3 picks in the whole. I mean, he lost us that game, in addition to the friggin' pick 6 that was taken back, right? But you look at the Jaguars game, his last game as a starter. That was a nationally televised game, and even guys like Steve Young, who are huge Zach Wilson supporters, and he needs to play. At the end of that game, Steve Young came out and said Zach Wilson needs to sit. That guy he's not right. Right? He was way up here. He couldn't do anything that an NFL quarterback could do. So we have to remember that's where we're starting. Like, we're not starting. It's not just his third year. We're starting in the hole with him. So if they can get him back to being an NFL quarterback, it's miraculous.
That's the way to cover a screen pass.
What the hell's going on? You're ahead of me.
You didn't see the Tampa's first play with the ball?
No, I just saw the kickoff. Hold on.
Oh,
all right, there you go. I just caught up.
Amos just made a really nice tackle. We're covering the screen really well, which is good to see.
Oh, that's terrible. That's good news, because we don't want to be that team again. Alan Dode says the game's already over for me. I won't ruin it. That's so good.
Crazy.
Oh, man. All right. So I don't know. I got 13:45, 12 seconds on the play clock, 3rd and 8. What are you looking at, Jeremy?
I'm at 14:08.
Oh, I'm ahead of you now. Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, back to pass. Look at this. All right, good. Lots of pressure. Bryce Hall in coverage. Could have been a reception. Good coverage, good pressure, and an incomplete pass. So they're going to be punting 4th and 8, everybody.
Let's see who got the pressure on that.
That's Zaire Barnes sending the blitz.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good pressure. Good coverage by Bryce Hall, man. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. Bryce Hall's a dude. He's the kind of player, just doesn't do anything great, maybe, but he's so solid. I don't know. I can't see pushing a guy like that off the team. I just can't.
Oh, yeah. If he would be sucked up so fast. I mean, he's got playing experience. I'm not saying he's great, just like you. He's solid, and he wasn't 2 years ago. He wasn't like he was bad for us.
No, he's a good starter.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guy, like if like 4 years ago, the Jets, and there are teams out there, like, you're looking for starting cornerbacks. You got Bless on Austin and all that kind of shit. You're hoping, and it's like a Bryce Hall would instantly start on your team. Instantly.
Now they're the team that has the bad punts.
That's right.
I like it.
Right. So Charles B says 5 consecutive shutout quarters for the Jets defense. We'll take it.
Crazy. We're so good defensively. These are our backups, and they look dominant.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's going to be such a great year defensively. I know we're all excited about A-Rod, but man, our defense is going to be just spectacular.
I know, dude. We haven't even seen Sauce and Reed and all of our guys. And Tony Adams, man. I'm excited for Tony Adams. Young buck out there with the, with the established guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. CJ Mosley. Oh, man. There's studs all over the place.
So we'll see if Becton comes in, and we'll see if Zach is going to be pulled. It looked like he was taking his helmet off, which could be just because it was the end of the quarter and everything like that. But there was something that he said, Boyle said to him, the way they were communicating, that made me think Boyle was going to come in.
Zach should play the first half. Wait, who are you talking about, Zach or?
I thought that they might be pulling Zach just based on the interaction he had with Boyle.
Oh, maybe that would suck. Play Zach, dude.
I don't know that. Huh?
Yeah, I think who knows? But I think they need to play him. Jason Edwards says Hall in 2021 had 16 passes defense. Sauce had 20 last year. I know he isn't Sauce, but he's solid. Exactly. He's a good player, man. Let me tell you, I watched his demeanor. You know, he doesn't act like somebody who's going to be off the team. He's like, I don't know. He seems very jovial. I like Bryce Hall. Come on with this NFL Plus. Keeps freezing. There we go. All right. Sean Bennett says Barnes is the future Bobby Houston. I'll tell you what, I liked Bobby Houston. Bobby Houston was a good player, man. Remember what happened to him, Sean Bennett? Anybody remember?
I love people calling people by their full name. Sean Bennett, do you remember?
All right, Zach under center. Is that Zach? Let me see. Maybe make sure. I can't see. Keyshawn Johnson in motion.
There's JD.
That's still Zach. Hands the ball off. The Bam Knight, no hole, gets maybe 2. Fumble. Bam Knight fumbled, dude.
Got him.
That's it. And they got it. Bam Knight fumbled, everybody. Yeah, that's 2. I mean, he didn't lose the fumble last week, but he lost the ball. So this week he loses the ball. That's Bam Knight. Look at Joe Douglas.
By the way, Becton was in there.
Where? Right, left?
Becton was on the right side.
Okay, good. All right, good. Let me see.
Pancaked this guy too.
No, Max Mitchell was on the right side.
Then I guess
Becton was on the left.
He was on the left? Okay. I guess the TV angle is hard for me to.
Well, you never were that great with your rights and lefts, so it's understandable.
I'm dyslexic.
Are you?
I am. But it looked like he was on the far side of the screen, which would be the right, wouldn't it?
Ryan King pointing out, guys, we haven't even talked about it. The Jets logo is at the center of the field. How do we miss that, Jeremy?
I don't know.
It's been a long time. We're not used to even thinking about that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's unfortunate for Bam Knight. But maybe it's nice we can stash him on the practice squad. If he's looked at as a fumbler, which he's not, but if he is,
he might. Look, he has a chance to make it through waivers. It's very possible. We always overvalue our own guys. We think there's no way they'll make it through. But
now let me say this about the logo. I can't believe that the hash marks are coming through the friggin' logo on the center of the field. That is not good. Get them. What is this?
GreenBean, do you think the fact that Michael Carter is not even dressed pretty much tells you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's it.
It's like, McDonald is in the game.
Yeah. Well, the quarterback was able to scamper for some yardage there.
Oh.
I don't like how dude, if you're going to put the logo on the field, it's got to cover up the hash marks, everybody. That's bullshit. That's sloppy.
Somebody missed the tackle on that play.
Yeah, totally.
Big
that screen, you got to be able to get this.
Joe Douglas, he's got a lot of space in that box.
He's all alone up there. He said, leave me alone today. I got thinking to do. Yeah. So I don't know. Everybody. The screen pass thing has got to be fixed. We did okay earlier, but that was a bad one. Let's see what we got here. It's 1st and 10 on our 30-yard line. Fake handoff. Wide open. Oof, another 11 yards.
Ugh.
Trey Dean's out there. Craig James, Langford. Oh, yeah. So we got lots of guys out there right now. This is okay.
It's no longer our guys, right? I mean, for the most part. McDonald's there, but I thought Jefferson showed up today. Woods showed up today.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 2nd and 1. Oh, man. They had him. Who was that? Yeah, Spencer. I'm not the biggest Spencer fan. Number 51. He broke through the line and he fell on his face, but he's young.
We got to the deep backups pretty quickly. It's the only thing we'll never get to the garbage is with defensive end because they're all good. The edges are all good. I mean, we got guys named Virgil out there.
Vigil's actually good. I like him.
Okay, you think
Yeah.
he'll make?
Come on, everybody. Come on, Bryce Off. What do you think? The play's over? Yeah, Nick Vigil. We signed him when we cut Hamza Nasruddin. He's actually a good ball player. Last year, he played 4 games for the Cardinals, had 13 tackles and 3 sacks, I think. 2 or 3 sacks.
So maybe practice squad?
I don't know. Edward Ziff says, I met Bobby Houston 20 years ago at a bar called Jillian's in downtown Raleigh. He hated Bill Parcells with a venom and a passion. That's why that's what ended his Jets career. As soon as Bill Parcells came here, Bill Parcells came in and shook things up immediately. Bobby Houston, look at that. There's a play. Ashton Davis again, everybody. Yes, he hated Bill Parcells, and he actually asked to leave the team when Bill Parcells came, which is just so unfortunate. Bobby Houston, he was a very good linebacker for us. Remember back then it was Marvin Jones, Mo Lewis, and Bobby Houston.
Yeah.
And they were a good trio. And Bobby Houston didn't want to. Bill Parcells came in and said, we're going to change this thing. And Bobby Houston didn't like it. Johnny Mitchell was another one. Johnny Mitchell actually came back, but didn't like Bill Parcells either. A little too hard, a little too mean. You know how Bill Parcells is. He's going to call you names and stuff and kick you in your ankles. And if you can't make it, you can't make it.
You have to be tough.
You have to be tough, right? But that's the truth. Now, Edward, did he talk about Bill Parcells then too, 20 years ago? Because if he's still talking about Bill Parcells, he's got to let that shit go. I love Bobby Houston, man.
It looks like some good defense there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. They stopped them. They held now.
Yeah, they held. So we're going to see a field goal attempt here. And he makes it. So it's tie game, everybody.
Tell you, Ashton Davis, the little bit we see him, he seems to just do what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's so much people detest him. They're like, cut him. I don't get it. Like, yeah, what has he done wrong?
Yeah. Well, look, it's like Randy says here, damn it, Davis made a good play.
I mean, we're rooting against him.
Salah likes him, dude. I think you nailed it. He just does what he's supposed to do. I think we don't like him because we've seen him take very, very poor angles in coverage and stuff like that. And we wanted a 3rd-round pick safety to start. That's what you want. You know what I mean? And that's fair.
Yeah. But that's no excuse to cut him if he's still one of the best 53.
Yeah, he's gonna make the team.
Yeah.
Tony Adams, Amos, Whitehead, Davis. That's it. That's our safety group right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened there? Oh my God! Wait, what's going on? I'm looking at it on the big TV. Oh no, these are highlights or something. NFL Total Access. Okay, they're just showing Jets highlights. That's what they're doing. Is he worth $3 million though? Well, I don't know. Is that what he's making? I think he's making $1 million this year, Anthony. Let's take a look.
But they wouldn't have cut him if he was $3 million.
I could be wrong. I think his whole contract is $3 million. Let me see. Yeah, he signed a 4-year, $4.9 million contract. Carrying a cap hit. Let me see. Let's maybe. Let's see. No, you're right. His cap hit this year is $3 million. $3 million. You're right.
How much have we cut him?
Well, there's only a $284,000 dead cap. So,
they might cut him for financial reasons.
Well, we don't need it. Aaron Rodgers gave us $35 million to fucking play with.
That's true.
Look at the Packers stumbling and bumbling with the Patriots. Look at this. Interesting. So he signed a $5 million contract, but it all kind of falls to 2023. Yeah, so dead cap would only be $300,000. So maybe it's an interesting question. Yeah, trade Dean. I don't know. Remember, he's an undrafted free agent. He needs, he's going to need some time. Edward says Bobby Houston was a great guy. We hung out with him for a couple of hours. He was telling us stories about the Jags. Said he basically Parcells came in and acted like a goddamn tyrant, and that's exactly what he did. But look what he did. Yeah. That's the thing. Parcells came into a terrible organization. This is what Bobby Houston forgets. We were 1-15 the year before Parcells came.
Right.
Won one game.
The guy turned every time he went to a place, he turned the team around. So
yeah, we went from 1-15 to 9-7 to 12-4 and won the division for the first time since the merger. So, you know what I mean? Rude, okay. You got to take the good with the bad. That's not saying I still love Bobby Houston, but you gotta be willing to realize your current situation. I mean, he's the guy, Mo Lewis was one of the best linebackers in the NFL, completely ignored and forgotten. Bam Knight with the kick return. Let's see what he does here. Nope, not much. But when Parcells came, all of a sudden Mo Lewis is an all-pro. See what I mean? So he gets that notoriety, eyes on you.
Wow, I'm not going to say anything more than that. You didn't see the first play? You didn't see the first play?
No, I just saw the kickoff.
Well, watch and enjoy. That's the right side. Becton's on the right side. You're crazy.
No, I said the other play. I saw Max Mitchell in there. What do you want from me?
No, that's the right side up on top of the screen. That's where he was before, too. He's playing right tackle.
You're drunk.
Look where Becton is.
I'm looking at him now. Right, he's on the right side. I see him. Okay, fine. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Look at Brownlee. He's like, I don't like to go down. That's not what I do for a living. That's good. Jason Brownlee, nice pass, great protection. See Becton, too? He just says, hey, you, get out of here.
Wow. Watch the next play.
Is it still Zach?
Yeah, it's Zach. You're going to be interested in the next play, GreenBean.
Yeah. Okay,
you're really going to be interested in the next play.
Brownlee looked good on that one. All right, here we go. I'm watching what we're now calling the next play. All right, Zach's in the shotgun. Empty backfield, everybody. Becton on the right side. I'm watching Becton. Becton is doing his job. Oh, look at that. Zach with the spin. Look at this. Holy macaroni. Look at Zach. Oh, my God. What's he doing?
Get out of bounds at the end, bro. At the end.
Holy shit. Oh, my God, dude. Look at Zach doing the spins.
If he was still the starter, we'd be pissed at him. You idiots. Get out of bounds.
Look, he almost made Becton's block. Like he went inside on Becton, right?
Yeah.
But see that? Becton kept going with his block, though. Look at this. Crushed him. Okay.
Yeah. Becton did fine on that. Almost. It looked like he was going to lose it, but he managed to keep the position, like spin and keep position.
That was good. That was fun.
And
that's
remember,
right, Sean Bennett.
Abanakanda is in the game now.
Chris Bradigan says Zach's nuts just dropped. We just saw it in real time, Chris. That's the way. All right. Ooh, a little toss. Look at this. Up, not good. Not good at all. Irv Charles.
Now you're behind me. This is the weirdest thing.
All right, I'm going to hit refresh and catch up. All right. I just saw Bam Knight get tackled.
That was Abana
No, 27. The one I saw was Bam Knight.
Okay.
All right, here we go, Zach. Yeah, so that's a little.
What down are you on?
I can't see yet. All right, I'm at 18 seconds at 4th and 11.
Oh, I just saw the Bam Knight play.
Yeah, okay.
The play before it, the Abana Wakanda play.
You know, it's unfortunate because Zach was working the middle of the field well there. Why don't you just let him keep going, man?
I don't know why we just. I mean, maybe just nobody was open.
Maybe they really want to just work on field goal. I don't know.
It just seems weird. I hate that he makes these big plays and then they settle for field goals.
Yeah. Because that was really exciting, right? You know, Zach, he gets a nice play to Brownlee. Then he gets a nice run around the right side. And then we stall.
But, you know, we're seeing good plays from him, right? Like some great, really good passes. He's definitely reading through the progressions better than he did in his career. You know, the running play reminds you that he has that as a weapon. Like, we're talking about our backup quarterback now. For a backup quarterback, you know, anybody else, if we didn't know, if his name wasn't Zach Wilson, we'd be happy with this stuff.
Yeah, maybe. But we're not. We're talking about Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of history. So K Yeti has a good idea. When in a few seconds, we're going to press refresh at the same time. Okay.
It doesn't help me because I'm live. Like I try. I'm as fast as I can go.
What do you mean you're live? You're watching NFL Plus.
I know, but it's saying on the screen live. It's not acting like I'm behind or anything.
But it can't be. If I'm ahead of you, are you watching it on your? I mean, you're watching it on a website.
I know, but like it's just, I guess the signal doesn't come in as fast or something. Because it's not like I'm behind. I can't speed it up.
Yeah, but when you hit refresh, like refresh your page, your web page. Okay, you ready?
Well, I'm watching it in an app, in the NFL app.
What, on your phone or something?
No, on the TV. Like the NFL app. I have NFL Plus.
Oh, you're watching it on your app. Okay.
I didn't know it was available on the website.
Yeah. NFL Plus has an app too, huh?
Yeah. It feels like I'd be better off on a website.
Look at these Jets fans dancing in the stands. They're not even noticing all the hash marks in the middle of our logo. Look at all these Jets fans. Everybody's there. Look at that. Look at all those guys. Look at that guy. Next to that lady, she's bebopping. Look at that lady. Ron Weiss checking in. We missed our man GreenBean Thursday. We brought beef stew. I was there, Ron. I was at the practice. I was in the VIP section, hanging out with the VIPs. That's what I was doing.
Look at the little baby.
Little cutie poo. He's a button.
I'm a little bitty baby.
Now, if I would have known you had beef stew, I would have made my way over. I was planning to make my way over to everybody, but, you know, I was being, oh, nice tackle. Who's that? Who the hell was that? Was that Charles? I couldn't.
I'll tell you when I see it in about 5 minutes.
But I was, you know, look, dude, I was in a very interesting situation, Ron. Like I was, number one, I was hanging out with Q-Tip. So he was being led around to some special places. Like we had the ability to move in areas that people aren't able to move. So I didn't want to leave that. And all the players were there. I got to meet Saleh and Hackett and Joe Douglas and all kinds of players got my jersey. I tell you, man, the coolest thing ever. I'll tell you in a second. We got a play here. So we got 1st and 10. Look at this. Okay, make that tackle. Good open field tackle. There it is. That's Crookshank, another safety trying to make the roster here.
It'll be so hard.
Good open field tackle. It was nice pressure, right?
Yeah,
So he had to get rid of the ball.
Clemens. That was Clemens. With the
That was
pressure.
Clemens. But so I'll tell you about Clemens too. So I made it. Well, I'll watch this play and I'll tell you about Quinnen. If you guys didn't hear this already, it's a great story, man. Okay, come on. There you go. Good run defense. So I told the woman who was our liaison, she's like walking us around and everything, making sure we had everything we need, like even bottles of water. It was just so cool. Like, what do you guys need? So I just said, she said to me, we were talking. I said, if it's one player I get to meet today, it'd be Quinnen Williams. I want to see if he can sign my jersey. So she had a Sharpie with her. And I was talking, I believe we were talking to Breece Hall. And when I turned around, Quinnen was waiting for me. Like he was standing behind me with the marker in his hand. Isn't that the coolest thing in the world? Like there were, there's people clamoring for these people all over the place. And he was waiting like politely behind me to finish the conversation. It was only a few seconds, maybe 10 seconds or whatever, but still, he was waiting for me and he said, man, that's a nice jersey right there, man. He said, how'd you get that? He goes, I can't even get those yet. I can't even find that jersey yet. I said, Quinnen, I said, Q, I love this jersey more than I love people in my life. I said, this is the best jersey I've ever had. I love it. Look at this. Yeah. Look at that. That was a beautiful defensive play. Nice open field tackling going on right about now for the New York Jets, everybody.
I'll tell you,
this is great.
Look at that. Who makes that play? Who is that? 33.
Yeah.
Moreland. We have so many of these.
Of course, there's 90 guys on the team, man.
I know, but like they're good. We have a lot of guys.
Yeah, right.
They could be good. They know how to tackle.
Okay, all kinds of time. All right, good open. Oh, nope, he can't stay. Okay, good. All right. Nick Vigil wrapping it up.
Nice.
So, so I got a good conversation with Quinn, and he signed my jersey. I don't know, right here on this side. But then and you see on the Jets website, they cut my section of Quinnen out, and they got him hanging out with Q-Tip. They cut me out, rightfully so, I think.
But you're there very briefly. There's a glimpse of you.
You see me? That's when we were talking to Michael Clemens. And do you see what Q-Tip did? You can see it. He points to me.
Introduce you, yeah.
Dude, he was real cool like that. He made sure everybody that was like all enamored with meeting him, like, holy shit, man. Because they were all into him, right? Like, oh my God, I can't believe I get to meet you. And he's like, yo, this is my man GreenBean over here. Like he did that with everybody. It was great, dude. He's such a cool motherfucker. I have to tell you.
I think everybody wants to know how you became friends with Q-Tip, like how it happened.
Well, he's a Jets fan. So he found me here, and he and I just kind of hit it off, chatting, like we talk on the phone and stuff like that. So we kind of hit it off on just a little bit more, you know what I mean?
Nice.
So we became friends. And then I told him my wife is literally like a die-hard Q-Tip fan. I mean, like she had, like Pandora or whatever she has like Abstract Radio, which is him. So she's like, when she found out that I was talking to him, I'm like, hey, you like Q-Tip, right? Tribe. And she goes, yeah, why? And I'm like, oh, I was on the phone with him today. She was like, she lost her shit. She can't even believe it. Like when I was sending her pictures, I'm like, hey, you mind if we take a picture for my wife? She's like, yeah. I sent it to her. She can't deal. Like she just can't deal with it. She's like, I just can't. Because I've introduced her to lots of people over the years. I have friends like in the music, like more rock and roll side. I get to go backstage and hang out. Oh, no, come on. Come on, everybody.
They're going for it.
Now a big run around the right side. What was that?
Anytime it's 4th and 1, we let up a big play. Is that what it's going to be now?
Yeah. So look at this.
Missed tackle.
Oh man, missed tackle, dude. Who was that? I couldn't catch who it was.
I haven't seen it in slow motion yet. So far, just fast. That was an ugly missed tackle. That was the only person left.
Yeah.
You know.
So anyway, we just got to, becoming friends. He's a sweetheart, dude. I mean, he's a truly, truly sweet guy. I mean, I love, and he's a fucking diehard fan. He knows everything. Like he's us. You know what I mean?
Well, just
Not
let me know when you know he's in the chat. If I'm ever on and he's in the chat, I have something I have to impress him with.
You're not going to impress him.
I'm going to impress him.
You're not.
Oh my God! Everybody I've ever done it for loves it. They laugh. They talk about it. They ask me to do it all the time. I got a whole thing planned for Q-Tip.
Yeah. So
don't forget all about.
So another one. So with Michael Clemens, dude, he walks over. Like, let me tell you, for real. Everybody was super nice. He was super nice, but he has an entirely different air about him. He was so like, he goes, "How you doing? I'm Michael." And I'm like, "Hey, Michael," I know who you are. And then we were chatting with him for a minute, but so he's talking to everybody, but he made it a point to come back and say, "Hey," like he was about to leave, and he said, "Hey, it was great to meet you." Michael Clemens walked back to us, It was like, I don't know. I just found him to be cool. He said, "My name's Michael." I was like, "Yeah, I fucking know." Robert Saleh did that too. He goes, "How you doing? I'm Robert Saleh." I said, "Come on, coach." You know what I mean? Look at me. Robert Saleh's tall, dude. Like, he's a big dude. You don't realize sometimes. Who was much, much taller than I thought? Rex. Rex is huge. Big dude.
Huh. You say that about a lot of people, though. Because the first time you came up to me, you were like, "You're tall."
Well, I thought you were a midget, dude. I thought you were like literally 5'5".
Do you think I was Boy Green?
I thought you were like 5'5" or something. I don't know. It's the way you hold yourself. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Just
because I do this a lot. I have ever since I separated my shoulders as a teenager.
Look like a little tiny fella. You're like 5'11", dude.
I hunch out.
Hey, King Jamie made it over. What's up? There he is. We were talking about you earlier. King Jamie, thanks for stopping by, buddy. And it's nice to have you. We respect you as a fan. You're always welcome, man. You know that.
King Jamie, the mad.
So Eric Craig was asking about the beef stew reference. So what's the beef stew reference? The beef stew reference is Ryan and Matt were making fun of me because I said Dinty Moore beef stew. And they were like, "Beef stew? Who eats beef stew?" And I was like, "What? What are you talking about, man? Fucking beef stew is one of my favorite things in the world." So we were talking about it. And anyway, I've made everybody that likes beef stew put a fire emoji in the chat. And it was, it was pretty evident that Ryan and Matt didn't know what the hell they were talking about. Beef stew rules. Randy wants to know if when Michael Clemens breathes, the smoke come out. It's just shy of that, man. I'm telling you, dude, there's an air of, and it's not negative in any way. I hope I'm not coming across that way, but he's like, it's just, there's an energy you can feel it, dude. It's very, very real. He's just a monster man. I got to say, Jeremy, looking at the field, I love that our logo's there, everybody. I do not like that the hash marks are coming through it. And maybe that's on purpose. I don't know. I don't think it is. I think it's just.
Did you just see what happened in the game?
No.
They scored
in 2 minutes.
What's the score? What's the score in your game?
6-3 Jets. And I'm at the 2-minute mark.
I'm supposed to be behind you, I thought. I don't understand what's going on.
You pulled ahead of me again?
No, maybe they called it back. Maybe I'm seeing an old replay from another season. What the hell's going on?
Okay. Here we go. Nope, we got a bomb. Look at this. And he caught it over Brandon Eccles. Come on. Look at that.
You don't like to see that.
No, that was see, and that's what we should be doing. Take a shot. It's preseason. So now it's 10-6 Jets. Bucks.
I'll tell you what, that doesn't happen if our boy Sauce is out there.
No. Well, that doesn't happen. Was that Brandon Eccles? No, that wasn't Brandon Eccles. That was Crookshank.
Okay.
Maybe.
So there's guys that we're not even going to say. I don't know. Whatever.
Was it Moreland in coverage? I couldn't tell there.
36.
Hater says Salah was a tight end in college here in Michigan. He told me he was 6'3". I'm 5'8", 185. So of course I believed him.
That was Langford.
Langford.
That was Langford. So I mean, I'm not worried because in the season we're not going to see anything that looks like that.
I see. Good Citizen says, who doesn't love beef stew? Well, Matt and Ryan don't. I'll tell you that. Tigo's in the house. What's up, Tigo? Good to see you, buddy.
What, Jesus made a good catch?
Dude, that's a 40-yard pass right there. I mean, the coverage is there. It's a good catch, man. It's a good catch. Beautiful pass. The coverage was there. But you got to be able to, the difference is between like a DJ Reed and a Langford is that they're going to get their hand on the ball. You know what I mean?
No. You hope.
Yeah, we got the 2-minute drill here, guys. Like the improv man is mentioning. The 2-minute drill. Oh, little fumble around. Okay, throw it. Come on with these little passes. And a drop by Bam Knight. Bam Knight is not having himself a good game, everybody. He's feeling it. He's feeling pressure.
The improv man is my brother Lee Corbett.
Is he? Lee? That's Lee?
That's Lee.
What's up, Lee?
He's in North Carolina helping my parents out.
All right. Well, there you go.
You got to hold on to that, Bam Knight. You are playing yourself out of a job.
He really is. He's having a bit. I can tell it, man. He's feeling the pressure. Becton on the right side. Let's keep our eye on him. Zach in shotgun. Looks like Bam Knight to his right. Becton doing fine. Oh, the guard lets the guy go. Terrible pressure up the middle. Who was that? That looks like Panky. Was that Panky Panks? Pancake Man?
Let me see. Tippmann is at center.
Tippmann.
He held his he was okay.
Yeah.
He stonewalled this guy.
Dom C in the house. He's up there at Kenobi Lake Amusement Park today, riding the Yankee Cannonball.
He stopped at Pepe's New Haven.
Did he?
Don Pepe's.
Come on, Zach. Don Pepe.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Zach, what are you doing, buddy?
Tell me it wasn't a pick at least.
No, it's just I don't know. I don't know. I think it's fine that he got a couple yards there, but again, he's got to find somebody and throw it. So we got to hold anyway.
Pancake for Becton though?
No, I didn't see it. Let me rewatch this. Okay, come on.
There's a flag too, by the way.
Hey, Ali's here. I know. I'm so sad I couldn't meet you this week, Ali. Here, watch Mekhi Becton. Look at this.
Pancake.
That's right. Sit down. Look at that. That's what Becton does.
Yeah. That's when you take the spatula and you press it down on the grill.
That's right. Eric Craig says Matt and Ryan are young and scrawny. They should eat more beef stew. There you go. Eric, you know what they call that nowadays? Healthy. I don't know. Look at Bam Knight. Okay, here you go.
Oh, I like the Becton Senior. It's the first time I noticed that.
Yeah, senior.
Because he's
got a little baby.
And they're showing him, which means they're probably talking about his pancake.
That's right. They are talking about him. AVT high-fiving him. Everybody's loving Becton.
That was a good run block by him, by the way. That was to his side.
Why is he out, though?
I don't know. Because it's
fourth down. That'll do it. Oh, yeah. Look at Becton, dude. He crushed 2 dudes on that play.
Yeah, he's playing great. I don't know.
He really is.
You gotta be excited about it. He's playing great. There's no possible way he's on the bench if healthy ever.
It's right. He's got to be out there.
It's silly. It's like the fact that people forgot that. You're mad at him for being injured. Don't mix that up with talent and ability.
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous. He's so good.
Come on. Who was that? Okay, they made up for it. They made up for it.
It's an absolute beast.
What play are you watching here?
I'm watching the punt.
All right.
It's disgusting how far back I am.
Should hit refresh.
Ooh, somebody came up with some nice coverage there. 36, 38. Trey Dean.
Trey Dean.
Oh my God. There, but when he did, he made an impact. Man, I love it when Dom C gets a chance to watch these playbacks.
Wait, why was Phil Adams banned and removed? Phil, that's a mistake. Hold on, Phil. Hold on.
What the hell?
Fuck.
Who did that?
That might have been me by mistake. I was trying to do ban the best NFL TV channel. Phil, I'll fix it. Hold on, buddy.
Oh, poor Phil.
I know, out of all the people in the world.
Yeah, I know. It's like not Phil. Phil,
Yeah, hold on, Phil. I got you. Hold on.
Phil, I want you to know, Phil, the banner you gave us, the banner that you made and had made is one of my most spectacular possessions. I don't even have the words to say how much I appreciate that banner.
That's even better than that.
Really, it's just an amazing, if I ever had to evacuate this house for fires, I promise you the two banners Phil sent me would be one of those things I grab and take with me.
Right. Yeah. It's one of the things you save. Let me see. Hidden users. Let me see.
We get an interception from any of these things, guys. That's the second time I can't believe we didn't get a turnover. And holding on them, too. I'm so happy with the way Becton has played. Brings joy to my heart. I like that Tippmann's playing well and Becton's playing well because these are our offensive linemen. And then AVT's going to come back and Dwayne Brown's going to come back. I mean, the only one I'm worried about is Laken Tomlinson. And I think that he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be better than he was last year.
It's crazy. It says he's banned. Wait a minute. No, he just commented. Hey, Phil, comment again.
He goes, my pleasure, Chaos.
Yeah, and it's weird because I'm not seeing him here on the band.
Huh. No, he's able to chat, so maybe it's a mistake.
But it says it. It says it on my screen. Do you see it? Phil Adams was banned and their comments were removed.
I saw it in the StreamYard thing, yeah. Yeah. But I see him being able to chat.
Let me see here.
It was a fake Phil Adams and somebody took care of it.
No. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I don't have him on the banned list either. Managing moderators, approved users. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Hey, Bean. So there he is. Okay, you're good. All right. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm leaving well enough alone. I see Gerbo says, I see Phil. I see Phil too. Phil Adams just commented. There he is. Tell GreenBean Phil is back. All right, well, good. Oh, you unbanned him. How did you do that? And I couldn't do it. Tigo. Thank you for unbanning him. Thank you.
You know what he did? Because Tigo is in YouTube. He was able to scroll up to an old message from Phil.
Yeah, and unban him. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, I was going in behind the scenes and looking for the banned list. All right, thank you, Tigo. Appreciate it. There he is. All right, let me get back to this game here. What do you got? I got 24 seconds left in the first half.
I got 24 seconds left.
Oh, they just pushed it to 26 for some reason. Weird.
They didn't push it to 26 for me yet. So still in the past. The CR defensive coordinator, he's not looking happy.
Look at Todd Bowles. He says nothing. Robert Saleh is disgusted. See that security guard right there behind Robert Saleh? Everybody see him?
That's the douchebag.
You know, the guy who runs out on the field. That's okay. Thank you. The guy who runs out on the field with our coach after the game every time. That guy. I met him. He was walking with Aaron Rodgers. And I got to meet, and I even was real nice to him. I said, "Hey, man, it's nice to meet you too. You've been around forever." Oh, okay. Drops the pass. So I was nice to him. He wasn't really nice. He was whatever. Then when I got to shake hands with Aaron Rodgers and I asked for a pic, he said, "Sure." And the security guard yelled at me and made Aaron Rodgers leave. So I didn't get my pic with Aaron Rodgers. And that's some bullshit, Jeremy.
You should have been like, "Come on, man. I'm paisan."
I said, "Oh, okay, it's a second."
Paisan.
I know. I should have said, "Come on, a paisan. What are you doing?" He's like, "You're no fucking paisan. You're a Mick." All right, technically speaking. Terrible pass. All right, good.
Technically. All I know is when you go home after the game, you got a family in Staten Island cooking you Italian food.
That's right. And it's real. And it's real.
Well, you know when they say cutlets, we're making cutlets, you know you're in good shape.
Right. You're doing all right. Well, Fernandez, Tittman wasn't playing center tonight, buddy. Right? He did he play center at all? I don't think he did.
He started playing center.
Oh, he did. So maybe he was having some difficulty.
Yeah, I didn't notice the struggling response, but maybe so. I'm not going to argue it. I wasn't paying attention to it. I wasn't paying attention to it. So
Ashton Davis making more plays, dude. He's having himself a game, right? Jason Edwards, Finkelstein's talking about it. Got a long field goal coming.
I'll tell you, Ashton Davis is having a hell of a game, but he has to because he has to justify $3 million, and Trey Dean looks pretty good.
Yeah, Ashton Davis. What do you think of Ashton Davis, Mr. O'Leary?
Well, you guys know very well he's my favorite guy on the roster. But in all seriousness, had a really nice first half, taking really good pursuit angles and making tackles down at the line of scrimmage. I love that for him.
Yeah, dude. Open field, too. I mean, he's making, some really sweet tackles. I'm impressed. He wants to make the team. He's going to make the team. Saleh loves him. But what do you think about, is he worth the almost $3 million price tag, Matt?
Questionable. I don't know. Joe Douglas and Robert Saleh and the whole staff, they have a very difficult next few weeks coming up trying to get this thing down to 53. I have tried multiple times myself, and every time I'm like, damn, I don't want to have to lose this guy. And you do. It's not going to be easy. As you mentioned, they do love themselves some Ashton Davis. I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't know. Trey Dean's been good too, and is probably a lot cheaper. That would be an interesting one too.
And you only lose. I mean, the Ashton Davis's dead cap is less than $300,000. You gain all that money back, man. I don't know, but do they need it? That's the thing. I mean, Aaron Rodgers gave us a nice gift.
That helps.
So do we need it?
Yeah, I don't necessarily think you need it. I guess again, it goes to Douglas, whoever, or Saleh and Ulbrich too, I guess, whichever one they prefer. But I think you can make an interesting case for both guys. I like Trey Dean a lot, but this staff has given opportunity after opportunity to Ashton Davis. Plus, he gives you special teams value too. So that might be a reason why he sticks.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. Like you said, dude, I mean, getting this roster down is going to be hard, especially with this one cut thing that we're doing now. Not incrementally trimming it down, seeing who other teams are cutting, all those kinds of things. It's just 90 to 53. That's going to be a bloodbath, man. I mean, we're going to see lots of guys. This is an interesting year. Last year too, we saw the Jets get more waiver, claims than any other team in the NFL. It's going to be similar this year, I think. We have a lot of good guys that we're going to cut.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, last year the Jets were criticized for letting some of those guys go. And I get it. They tried to get cute and put Jason Pinnock on the practice squad. It didn't work out. He got claimed and was playing in the playoffs for the Giants last year. And, sometimes that happens, but I would imagine that's going to be the case again, this year. You look at the wide receivers fighting for that last spot. I mean, if Brownlee or Malik Taylor or Xavier Gibson, whoever doesn't make the roster, I think they're going to catch on somewhere else.
Well, right. Like, what do you think about Gibson and Brownlee? And then you got Malik Taylor, who obviously already has Aaron Rodgers' support. I mean, what you think? I mean, there's a lot of talk right now about the Jets keeping 5 wide receivers as opposed to 6. You think there's any credence to that? With especially with Dalvin Cook coming on, wanting to keep a fullback. The tight ends are studs. I mean, what do you see happening there with like the wide receiver situation?
I don't think it would be the most shocking thing in the world if they decided to just keep 5, because as you mentioned, they want to carry a fullback, and that goes to what we were saying earlier. Like you got to cut some people to get this thing down to 53.
Yeah,
and they're going to carry 1 million defensive linemen and 1 million offensive linemen. You know that, so they very well could just go with 5, and especially if they're keeping Zach Kuntz on the roster as that 4th tight end, because they could kind of use him as that big, slot wide receiver and get a little creative with him, because he's not your prototypical, inline tight end anyway. So maybe that's something they do. And, if they do carry 6, I feel like it's a coin flip between all those guys. You can make a case because Gibson with the special teams, although, he had a really nice return on the punt this week. He's dropped a couple punts in the first 2 games, which isn't ideal. But he's had a little bit of some big plays as well. Malik Taylor has the connection with Aaron Rodgers, which you would think has to go somewhere. And, Brownlee's been a little bit quiet in the preseason games up until today. I thought he had a pretty nice first half, but, has made those big plays in practice and OTAs and stuff. So I don't know. Really tough call for me on who gets that last spot if there is a 6th wide receiver.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, honestly, because like you said, even like Gibson, he's had little spottiness, but the talent is clear. I mean, he's got that vision, and he can make something happen on special teams, but I don't know if that's enough to, push somebody off the roster. What do you think of Bam Knight, dude? He's not having himself a good night tonight.
Dude, I think with the night that he is having, no pun intended, with the fumble and the drop there on the 2-minute drill, and with Michael Carter in street clothes, I mean, all signs point to Michael Carter being the guy that they're keeping, no? After this?
Unless, I mean, look, then there's that. The only other thing that could, maybe change that is the idea that they have some sort of trade partner for him or something like that. Like it's already established. But I think you're right. I think Michael Carter not being dressed says all you need to see. And then on top of that, Bam Knight loses a fumble, drops a pass, had a couple decent runs. And look, we like Bam Knight and we know what he is, I think. And, it's not like he's a bum. But I don't know, man. I think he's feeling the pressure tonight. Honestly, I think he's feeling it. And he's a little bit nervous. You know what I mean?
It looks like he's pressing. You're like the first run of the game, he had a night. He busted one out for 9 yards. Then they gave it to him again. He picks up the first down. I'm like, all right, good for Bam. Like he's obviously, fighting for a spot here. And then a fumble. He had one last week. They overturned it. So luckily it came back. But you can't be fumbling or dropping passes in a preseason game when your roster spot is on the line. You're just making Douglas's job easier.
Yeah, truly. Now, when you look, I know what you're going to say already, but Zach Kuntz, whether or not he makes it, we don't know, but they drafted him. He's looking okay. And Yeboah, who's had himself really, really his strongest preseason in camp so far. Any chance for Yeboah?
I would think it's really tough, but you are right that like this is someone in both preseason games and in training camp has made plays. It's going to be tough. That's one of the guys that you don't want to lose. I think you're trying to get him on the practice squad, but I would have a really hard time believing the Jets are going to keep Kenny Yeboah on the practice squad over Zach Kuntz. I mean, on the roster rather, over Zach Kuntz. Who they just spent a 7th round pick on. I get it was a 7th, but they knew going into this that Zach Kuntz was a developmental guy. So I think that'd be pretty surprising.
Yeah, and like you said, like they're going to be a little bit more cautious with who they're willing to expose, because last year, and you said it perfectly, they got cute, they exposed Pinnock, and he was scooped up immediately, and he's having himself. I mean, dude, he's their starter, man. I mean, he's he's shown he's an NFL player, and they regret it. Now, if Tony Adams ends up, he looks like he's our starter this year. He's won the job. Amos is playing. Tony Adams is like you said, in street clothes. That says a lot. So if he can turn it into something and be the player that, they were afraid to lose, great and all. So it works out, but they're still feeling that, man. I think they're going to be real cautious by who they, with who they expose. And Zach Kuntz is one of those guys. Granted, he slipped to the 7th for a reason, but he's got everything you want in a tight end. So as some team, I think, would scoop him up. I mean, they scooped up Wesco last year.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think last week I was saying this with Jeremy on the game stream. I was saying, like, you can't teach 6'8" and that athletic ability. Like, and there's a lot of bad rosters in the NFL. Someone will pick him up and stash him as their third tight end. Maybe not on a team that's going for it this year, but one of the tougher rosters or one of the worst rosters in the NFL. Taking on that project and saying, we'll keep you, we'll have you inactive on game days, but we just want to try to develop you. I would have a hard time believing that Kuntz would make it to the Jets practice squad. I think he would get picked up.
I think so too. Now, talk about Zach for him. Mo Deans thinks that we should be letting Zach sling it a little bit. I mean, it seems a little bit conservative. What do you think about that? What do you think of Zach's performance tonight? But like, in addition to that, you think we should be like letting them toss it downfield a little bit? They're letting Trask throw it. We saw the touchdown. What do you think of all that stuff?
I thought Zach was okay. I definitely thought he was better last week. There was a couple of throws. He was behind to Allen Lazard on what would have been a first down, which would have been nice. The run was incredible. That was awesome. The throw, him standing in the pocket and making that throw to Lazard to pick up the first down. Like last year, he's 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage doing pirouettes. Like, this is not, the same guy. But at the same time, you're right. It's been very conservative, a lot of screens. After that big run, they went back-to-back screens, and that pretty much ended the drive. I would have liked to see them be a little bit more aggressive. I think they have been a little ultra conservative with him. I would like to see a little bit more with the shots, but maybe they're just trying to get the confidence of him getting the easy completions and getting going a little bit. And he's doing what is expected of a QB too. You have to look at that, look at it through that lens. He's playing like a fine backup quarterback, which isn't what you want when you take someone second overall, but what the Jets need him to do this year if he's called upon. It's pretty much exactly this.
Now, look, Jake Aspin's here saying this is a fantastic halftime show. I agree, Jake. It's nice to see you. I just threw the link in Twitter if you want to hop on for a minute and say hi. Yeah, right. Yeah, go on. If you got a minute, hop on, say hello. But it's nice to have you here. I agree. Matt O'Leary jumping on, raises it a little bit, from Jeremy. Jeremy's a tough, We got Jeremy. We stopped Jeremy from eating cereal tonight. Here he is. Let's say hello to Jake Aspin.
This.
There. How you doing?
I'm here, baby. I am. I was enjoying the halftime show. Now I'm in the halftime show. I mean, come on now.
Well, it's very cool that you got to carve out a minute and hop on with us, man. From all your awesome coverage of 98.7 up there in New York, dude. How's that been going for you?
Man, it was awesome. It's been fun. I've been slowly getting some more shifts over the last couple of months, and I got all the time in the world now. So I'm excited to do Jets content full time, and whenever ESPN New York needs someone, I'm available.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you, dude. I see you being the perfect, however the timeline ends up working out, but the perfect New York sports guy, Jake. I see it all over you, buddy.
My man, I hope you're right. I mean, I don't know how to do anything else, so it's kind of my only option at this point.
I just hope it gets you back to New York, dude.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm ready whenever they make that call. You just, they have my number.
Yeah. So look, we were talking about Bam Knight. Any more talk about who's making the roster at running back? We know once we signed Dalvin, we knew somebody's going. Any more thoughts on that one, Jake? Is Bam the guy out?
Well, if Carter's healthy and they're sitting him, I think that says a lot on where they're at as far as like the evaluation of the backs. I don't know if Bam Knight's on this team. I mean, unless they carry like 5 running, I just don't see it. I mean, you have Brees, you have Dalvin Cook, you have Carter, you have Izzy. I don't see a spot for Bam Knight. I think he's maybe a practice squad candidate at this point.
Yeah, and look, it was said in the chat before, the NFL's filled with Bam Knights. I mean, the truth is, it's like there's a lot of good running backs that are going to be available in a few minutes. You know what I mean? They're all over the place. And I think that he's a guy that you could safely assume, maybe not, but I think there's a pretty good bet that he'll make it through waivers and be able to be stashed. Where Michael Carter, I don't know. I don't know if he would. I mean, I think even though he had a bad year last year, considering, I still think Michael Carter has already shown what he can do in an NFL, on an NFL roster. And I think it's a little bit more established. Would you agree?
I agree. I would. And I'll say this, like the Michael Carter we saw last Saturday was probably the best he's looked since we fell in love with him as a rookie. Like to a point where there were Jet fans like me, maybe you guys as well. Like I didn't think they'd go running back as early as they did 2 years ago when they traded up to get Breece Hall, because we were all so impressed by what we saw from Michael Carter. And we saw that version of that guy. So if he's truly having that kind of camp and the coaching staff believes in him, I think he's on this team. I think it's telling that he's not playing tonight.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Now, Matt, Becton. We saw Becton finally I was wondering why he wasn't out there from the beginning, but we did get to see him. What'd you think of him? You think he's going to be the starter? What do you got for Becton from what we saw tonight?
Yeah, I tweeted out after the first half, we are unserious if Mekhi Becton isn't getting first team reps next week, because I thought he's looked really good. He was throwing people around in both the run game and the pass game. And, unfortunately, we've seen a lot of Billy Turner and Max Mitchell so far in training camp and these preseason games. And neither one of those two guys has done a whole lot to really make you feel comfortable with them being a starter or has impressed you. We know how, good Mekhi can be when he's healthy. And tonight's a really big test. I'm excited to see how much further he goes in this game. And if he continues to play the way that he has, I think he wins this job.
Yeah. What do you think, Jake? You feel the same way about Becton? You think they're just doing it the right way, slow and steady, but he's got the job locked up?
I'm curious how much he'll play here in the second half, but I mean, at this point, how is he not the starter week one, right? As long as he's comfortable being the right tackle, which I maybe he had a great lunch with Aaron Rodgers this week, and Rodgers was like, I need you to go out there and do your thing. And he looked great in the first half. I mean, if Dwayne Brown's back, he's the left tackle. They say he's going to come off the PUP list this week. Albert Breer, I think, reported that. So, I mean, Brown, Becton as your tackles. AVT gets to stay at guard, either Tippmann or McGovern. At center, one of them maybe is the right guard or the left guard, depending on how they want to do it. If, Laken Tomlinson, is either not healthy or maybe he's not deserving of being a starter. Like there's some unanswered questions left, but I feel way better about this O-line if Becton's at right tackle and Brown's left tackle. That's for sure.
Hell yeah. And Tippmann, dude, I don't have any questions about Tippmann anymore. I mean, it's interesting what they're doing. I thought you would see Connor McGovern, at least an experiment with a little bit with him at guard. We're not seeing any of that. When he's in at center and Tippmann moves over. How do you guys feel about Tippmann? I'll start with you, Jake, and then run it to you, Matt. Do you feel as good as I do about this guy?
I do. He's looked really good at center. I think at some point he'll be the starting center. If it's not week one and they go with McGovern because he's a veteran, I mean, is it possible that Laken Tomlinson's on the bench? Like, no one's talking about that, but I mean, McGovern's out there getting reps at left guard now. Like I don't know. I think it's something that maybe should be at least discussed if Laken struggles, or maybe they just say, hey, best five, you weren't one of our best five. I don't know if they'd make that move, but I'm at least intrigued here seeing them go with, as you said, Tippmann in the guard spot and just leaving McGovern straight up at center.
Yeah, it's so interesting, man. Now, what about you, Matt? Are you feeling like, the Tippmann, McGovern? That's an interesting wrinkle about Laken Tomlinson. I didn't even think of that. I just made an assumption. What do you think about all that, Matt?
Yeah, I really like the flexibility from Joe Tippmann. Him being able to come in and play guard is obviously impressive. There were a couple times tonight where I thought his snaps in the shotgun weren't on point, which maybe that plays a factor in the Jets' decision ultimately. And I wouldn't be shocked if they did go with the veteran and McGovern, but I think Tippmann's come on very, very well. And I do think at some point this year he will be the starting center. Maybe it's week one, maybe it's after the bye week, but I think his continued development, what we saw even just as early as 3 weeks ago, from the third string to now getting first team reps and splitting reps with McGovern, I think is a really positive sign, and I think he's going to be a good one for a long time.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now the game's back on, so I want to thank you both for hopping on. You're welcome to stay if you want, but the halftime show is the halftime show. Ron Weiss, real quick, Jake wants to remind everybody that he knew you when? When did he know you?
I don't know, but I appreciate you knowing me, Ron. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was
so look, thank you both for. You want to hang out? You want to hop off? What do you guys want to do?
Do I stay on for this Tim Boyle drive right here? I mean, I'm watching Becton on every snap here up close. As Tim Boyle just slips and falls down.
I don't know where you are. We've been having some time issues and shit. So I just watched Zach Kuntz get a nice little play here.
Oh, you're way behind.
Oh, you're way behind. Let me refresh.
How are you watching? Are you pirating or you're on the CBS New York website?
No, I'm on NFL.com on their NFL Plus.
That's how I'm doing it.
Now I got 1325 left. Where are you?
I'm on go to cbsnews.com/New York and you can find it. Let's see, they're showing a replay right now. Tim Boyle just getting sniped by his own legs. 13:33, 2nd and 10 for the Jets.
I'm a few seconds ahead of you now. I got 1308, 1st and 10.
I'll be quiet because I'm like 30 seconds ahead. I'm watching the old school cable. So
I just picked up the first down. The old Erickson.
Oh, look at this.
Erickson. Yeah, every time he touches the field, he does well.
Yeah, we're all over the place. I got Izzy at Banacanda just ran the ball.
Banacanda.
I got to stay on for at least this drive. They're moving the ball. They haven't moved other than the Zach Wilson run. They really haven't done anything.
Yeah, luck would have it that we cannot change anything right now.
Banacanda.
No, you got to get in the end zone here.
I'm just watching Becton every snap. Look at him move. Oh, yeah. Although they ran the opposite side there.
It was one of the keys to the game for me is just to see Becton looking so good.
Oh, he moved someone pretty good. Well, you'll see in maybe 45 seconds. He on a run to the left side.
How much time's left in the quarter for you, Matt?
11:38.
Oh my God, you're a good minute ahead of me. Good God.
Yeah, you're about 30 seconds ahead of me. I just saw a Banacanda to the left side. I tell you what, though,
man, he's good.
I like the logo on midfield, by the way. I'd like to state that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, and he looks Bam Knight's back in there for me, but Israel Banacanda looks. I mean, he's significantly more effective.
Yeah, that's no question. He's making
okay. Bam Knight going around the edge. Okay, maybe it's just the quality of players on the field for the Bucs right now.
Todd Bowles looks very enthusiastic as always in this game. It's great to see him.
It was one of the things I was most excited to see. Oh, we got a hold on the play. About Todd Bowles. I wanted to see how animated he was. Nothing. That guy does nothing during the game. I don't even think he speaks.
Did you see Becton just shove that guy? He just made that guy eat dirt.
Oh, I love Becton.
Look at this running game here. Now I'm on a Bam Knight carry. Yeah, I'm a good minute behind.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a hold on Kuntz. I don't know if that was a hold. A little bit. You got to let that shit.
It's coming back. Yep, there it is. There's the hold. Solid doesn't like it. All right.
Yeah, because it's not really a hold. It's the guy turned his back a little bit. You got to let that stuff slide. In my opinion,
it's that little shove that knocked him down, I think.
So
I guess you guys were on GB, but you didn't get a chance to actually hear the Joe Douglas interview, did you?
No, I didn't hear it. What'd he say?
So he sounded like he was just hammered. He was slurring his words. He was like, it sounded like he was like drunk. I was wondering if like you were a bad influence on him because you were with him earlier in the week.
I don't drink, Jake. I was good. But yeah, man, I know I didn't hear that. That's concerning. And he's up there all alone in the box.
He was just sitting in like one of the suites and doing the interview. And he was like, I wonder if someone was like been in broadcasting, like if he had like feedback maybe from the broadcast. And that's why it was like Rob Manfred a couple of years ago, giving out the World Series trophy. He sounded like he was hammered because he had the feedback in his ear. So it was like, he couldn't like figure out how to talk without it like affecting him. So he just talked really slow. I wonder if that's what happened to him, but Douglas sounded like he was hammered.
Well, we were wondering why he was all alone up there. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he's like, hey, I want to be alone tonight. Maybe he's got some little airplane bottles. He doesn't want anybody seeing him.
Maybe they're trying to showcase Bam Knight and get a 7th round pick out of him.
I don't know.
That'd be wild if they're able to get some sort of draft pick out of Bam Knight. I would be surprised.
Not going to happen.
No.
Oh, look at this. Wow. Okay. Matt O'Leary likes that. Oh, Brownlee hurt his hand on that one.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Another boil into
Please don't be an injury that you just said on 0-2.
No. It's okay.
All right.
Brownlee's arm. Look at that, man.
He's all
Tim
right.
Boyle here. 1st and 10 minutes and 3 seconds. That's where we're at.
He's good. He's shaking it off.
Yeah, you're going to see a nice Brownlee play. Yeah, he's shaking it off. All right, I'm about to watch the no play, I think, here. I got 9:20, 3 seconds on the clock. There's the snap. Oh, no.
See?
Oh no.
That's the perfect oh no play.
Yeah, I mean, that's
They're
what are they calling that?
They're reviewing the oh no, but
What?
don't
How
know.
could that possibly not be an oh no? Let me see.
Okay, here's the snap.
There's got to be some sort of turnover. Here we go. First and goal.
Oh, he never caught it. But
Oh,
did it hit the
no.
ground? Did it hit the ground, Matt? Becton just crushing dudes.
I guess they're saying that it hit the ground.
I don't
They
think
showed the
it did.
replay like 5 times, and I still don't know.
I don't
Oh
see
my
it.
God. Oh my God.
Oh. He goes, oh no, oh no.
That is so Jets. Oh, I love it.
It might hit the ground though. The ball might hit the ground.
It might have hit the ground.
You see? Yep. No.
Oh.
It might hit his foot. I don't know, man. That's his foot, dude.
Becton is destroying people if you want a positive.
Yeah, he is destroying dudes. Dude, getting Becton back would just be the most delightful twist for this year because, I mean, how many Jets fans all but wrote him off? You know
Everyone.
what I mean?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Especially when they worked him back slowly. Every beat writer that covers this team had a different article saying they're going to trade him at some point this summer. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. They all said they're going to trade him. And like now, I'd be shocked if they traded him. They need him.
They need him.
Trade him. No,
Well, it never made sense. It's like, right. I mean, especially with what happened to us last year, particularly at the tackle position. We were signing guys off practice squads and they were starting against Von Miller 2 weeks later. I mean, you cannot subject yourself to that scenario again. You can't.
No, I can't do it. And like at least worst case scenario, if like Brown were to get hurt or Becton were to get hurt and they don't trust Mitchell or Turner, you know you could go to AVT in a pinch, assuming he's healthy. So like I just feel so much better about their depth and like just position flexibility they have this year than last year.
And now we're seeing McGovern and Tippmann playing at the same time. It's almost like they're preparing. If something was to happen to one of the tackles, they could move AVT out.
Yeah. I know. It's just, it made no sense to me. I mean, you know, you keep, unless, look, the only scenario that would make any sense is like, let's say you were able to trade a Becton for a Bakhtiari or something like that. Like, and if you get a tackle back, I just don't see it for draft capital next year. I mean, how does that help?
Makes no sense. It's like the same thing when people are like, "Oh, we should trade Bryce Huff." It's like, Jet fans, are you out of your mind? Like, how about have as much talent as possible at premium positions? You're trying to win this year. I don't care what draft pick you might be able to get when you're trying to win a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. As much as we love our draft picks, I mean, that's been the only thing we've had any friggin' joy over for the past however long. You still can't do that. You just can't. It's this year. We need to succeed now.
Need to do this thing called win games, which we're not used to.
At some point, it's about the actual football game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At some point. So where are you, Matt? Are you watching the game? I'm watching the NFL Plus commercial break in progress screen.
Yeah, something's gonna happen with that. They're gonna make a decision. I won't tell you what the decision is, but the decision has been made and a play has been run for me.
I'm still in the commercial here. I did refresh because I think I could maybe catch up 30 seconds with the old refresh.
Yeah, I've been refreshing. It's been helping me out tonight. Okay, here we go. I got the game back.
This is crazy.
We're back.
They're going to say that's his foot.
Call overturned.
And they called it a what? A pick?
An interception. It wasn't oh no after all that.
Oh, so okay, yeah, look at that. And they gave it to him on the 20. All right, defense. Well, that sucked.
Yeah, I would have liked points.
Yeah. And that was a touchdown drive, man. We were going in. We had him. Sean Bennett says, "Oh no's our team's motto." I know. That's it. That's gonna stick, Matt. We should make a shirt. Oh no. Ryan King checking in. Don't we get restricted free agent tender on Mackay for all his time he missed? No. That'd be a creative though, right? You think with all the very specific weird scenario that he was in. But no, unfortunately, Mr. King. He's not going anywhere. And I would love to see Mackay have himself a great year and kind of earn himself his spot back on the team. They extend him and he goes back to left tackle. And he's our left tackle for the foreseeable future. That'd be wonderful. What a and then hey, look, at the same time we're rehabbing Zach. Imagine Imagine this all turning around for the
This
Jets.
guy Moreland's getting cut like literally after the game.
Why? What happened now?
You're ahead of me, but the pass
Why?
he just got so burned by 18. Are you kidding me?
He had a nice tackle earlier.
He did.
But he got
Well, a
burned.
lot of these guys, these defensive backs that you're seeing out there. We have so many. What do you think of Craig James?
Oh my
Craig
God, dude.
James.
My friend I went to the Hall of Fame game with was just teeing off on Craig James after he let up that touchdown at the end. He's like, this guy sucks. He's a scrub. I go, Dan, it's the first preseason game and no one's playing. This guy's going to be selling insurance in 3 weeks. Relax.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who he is. We don't know who he is.
Yeah. I know there's no reason to get all upset about any of these guys. There's just no reason. Not worth it.
It's so amazing. People get angry.
I think Tanzel Smart is the only one that's in right now that I'm seeing who's probably on the roster.
And even that's questionable.
Yeah, he might not even make it. Honestly, they have so many guys.
Trey Dean is going to be. What are we going to do about him? Like, I mean, do we cut Ashton Davis? I mean, how do you make room for Trey Dean? He's really good.
Just want to point out Craig James just got burned for a fucking a nice pass.
There it is. Right on cue. I just saw it.
Craig James is not going to be here very long, everybody. So if you like him, suck it in now.
Yeah, I don't think the third team secondary looks all that great tonight.
No.
Hot take, but
Oh yeah, they're bad.
Yeah, they got fooled on that one, buddy. Look at that. Ashton
McDonald's
Davis
still-
on the other hand.
he
Up
made
in
another
coverage. Look at it. Up, not there. That was his guy.
They're making Wolford look like a potential starter.
I don't know about these guys. Yeah, this is when it gets to that point, right? You got to be a real fan to watch this. This is where we are. There's that kid yawning in the front row. That's it. That says it
Come
all.
on, McDonald.
So I see, though, is Will McDonald out there at all? Yeah,
He
he's
was
out
just
there
out there.
still. Yeah,
He's still up there, yeah.
not much from him today. No spins.
Bless Austin just got a defense. Oh no, false start. I lied. Not really Bless Austin, but whoever 31 is, I'm calling Bless Austin.
That's Craig James, baby.
Oh, it is? Okay.
That's Craig James, bitch. That's how I recognize it. It's the 31 running around. It stands out for me.
I thought who's 35 then? I thought he was
35. Let me see here. I need help. Let me see.
Sorry, I put you on the spot. That was
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. 35. Let me get it for you. That's Marquise Waters.
He's a big fan of the show.
Guavone. Guavone.
Marquise Waters is a big fan of the show.
I just made that up, but yes.
Okay.
Might as well.
Yeah, man. False start on John Malcone. All right. That's good. Send him back. Where you guys at? I'm at 518, 3rd and 11.
502. I'm one play ahead of you.
All right, I'm catching up to Matt.
I feel like I'm doing better of not reacting. It's very hard to when.
Yeah, tell me about it. When I was ahead
It
of
is. That's why, like during the game streams, whenever we're off, we do a good job of like locking up. But whenever I just tell everybody, just react. You know what I mean? You can't take away someone's excitement. If you want to react, Matt, that was the best part of the stream. The oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no, it really hasn't been much to react to after.
This game has been so boring that I'm just locked in on a right tackle against backups every snap.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you're doing,
Really?
right?
Yeah, this post game show does not need to be longer than 30 minutes, if that, tonight.
Yeah, that's it.
A lot of Becton talk, Bam night, and then you hop off. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Becton, Bam Knight, Zach's run, and that's it.
I'll tell you what drives me crazy. Like Brian Costello cannot stop tweeting about how much he hates his life. Basically, right now, it's like, dude, no one's telling you got to cover the Jets. You don't have to be tweeting that you're miserable watching preseason.
What's he saying?
He's just like every tweet. It's like, this is the longest preseason game ever. Can we fast forward to halftime? Can we do this? They just tweeted out like a Le'Veon Bell jersey that a fan was wearing, being like rough purchase. Like this guy is doing everything but actually his job.
Yeah, his job. Right. Talk like what we're do we not remember what preseason is for? It's an evaluation period. It's to look at guys. It's to, if guys you have questions about, they work themselves off the team. Like, actually do your job, right? Tell us stuff. Talk about this.
I know. And it's just these guys are miserable. It's like no one's forcing you to do this.
Well, that's what we've been saying, Jake. You know,
You work, poor guy working in a coal mine, and we're complaining about watching, football in a suite with free food. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I know, right? And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kicker misses his second.
Oh, there we go. That's huge. Can still get a Jets money line back door. There we go.
There you go. Douglas McClure checking in, wants to know where Ryan is. He must be changing diapers. He might just be, dude. So Ryan, as we know, had his second young new addition to the family. So congratulations to Ryan. Ren Delaney now is a part of the team. So yeah, that takes believe me, man, it's not just a physical act, everybody. It saps you. It takes the energy. It really does, man. I didn't do the what do you call it? I didn't set up the stream right. I got the the Bet New York or NFL sports people in here. I didn't do it right. I could still do it actually. I got to set this up.
I'll hang out in here for the rest. I got nothing else going on. This is more fun. Sing by myself.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a hang.
Absolutely.
I just shared the link in my Discord chat, so we'll get some more people in here that are suffering through this one like everyone else.
Yeah. That's what it's for, man. I did set it up. How the hell are they in here? So you know what they're doing? They must wait. Did you just fix it, Matt? Did you go in there and fix it?
No. Do you want me to?
No, I did it.
Oh,
it looks like I did set it up right, but they're still in here. So I don't know. And they're subscribing. They figured it out.
Bastards.
That's all right. They're subbing. They have the right to comment if they subscribe, I guess. I don't know. So they're asking about Denzel Mims. No, we do not get a pick for Mims. It was a conditional pick. As you may know, he got in. I guess it was his ankle, and they cut him. So he needed to be on the active 53 at the start of the season in order to get that 6th-round pick. So we get nothing for Denzel Mims. It's a complete wash, everybody. It's probably more appropriate that way.
Very fitting that he got hurt rehabbing an injury. Like he was already hurt and then suffered a different injury while rehabbing the first injury.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Who knows what's up with that fella? It just keeps getting worse. So there, we can officially put a bow on it, everybody. The Denzel Mims story looks like it's over.
Not to play spoiler, but we're gonna get some Irv. You guys are gonna see some Irv Charles coming up. Nice play.
Nice.
Oh yeah, okay.
Irv.
All of a
Good
sudden,
old Irv.
I like this little Jet quarterback montage.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Joe Flacco. What are they doing showing Flacco? Come on.
Well, he had that Cleveland game, didn't he?
Oh, my God.
Oh, Abanikanda with a nice block, too, to set that up. Irv Charles, man. He wants to be on the Jets. Yeah, there's no way.
Irv.
He's got his little fan group, though. I was being told last year that he's the secret weapon. He's going to blow everybody's doors off. Irv Charles. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I buy it, but I like the possibility.
Well, we haven't seen it yet. He's another one. He practice squad at best.
Do you think there's any possibility Ashton Davis and Trey Dean stay and Amos is the one that goes?
I don't think
so.
Amos has some guaranteed money, doesn't he?
Gotta have some.
I thought he looked good tonight. There's no way they're going to cut him.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I liked early on today. It was him, Ashton Davis, and a couple other guys. The safeties were coming down to line of scrimmage and making plays at the line. That's important. How many times over the years have we seen these guys come down, try to make a play, they miss, and it turns into a big play?
Right. Look at Abanikanda's patience there. Look at this guy.
I like it.
He might be somewhat of a steal, everybody. I mean, for real. I mean, he's got vision. He's kind of touted as a home run hitter, right? But he's more than that. He's got more game than you give him credit for. That patience on that run was sweet.
They better score a touchdown here.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I'm with Jake here.
Look at Izzy, man. He's so good. I like Izzy. That was a great pick.
Yeah, it was.
Just keep adding talent to this team. It's like I've never experienced anything like it as a Jets fan. It's just keep getting talent. It's crazy. So many weapons, man.
Good thought process.
They got to stop with this like umpire cam they keep going to. It's so terrible, and no one cares. Enough.
Yeah, it's not a good angle.
It's blurry too. The picture's not as good as like the HD lenses they have from wherever the cameramen are. Ira from Staten Island just texted me. Let's see what he has to say. 77 playing well. All right, Ira approves of Becton. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Jets legend Ira from Staten Island.
All right, come on. So we're back now. 2nd and 11. Oh, Keyshawn Johnson dropping the ball.
Oh, there it is.
Are we caught up? Are you at 125, Jake?
Yeah, I'm in the same spot as you. I think you're like a half second ahead of me because you had the first before I could do it.
Kuntz is out there though. He's playing, man. Get him his time. I hate to see Yeboah go, especially after this preseason. He looks great, but I don't know. I don't see it. All right, come on, Tim Boyle. Look at this. Nope. Jameson Crowder.
Nope.
Xavier Gibson.
He had a nice punt return earlier.
You did. Made something out of nothing there. Yeah. See, but this is it. Little tiny fella. He couldn't get up high enough to get that ball. Zerline getting his work today.
Now, Bean, is that a different legacy jersey? That's not the one that Quinnen signed, is it?
No, this is
Sauce.
Sauce.
Yeah, this one. So this one, I don't know if you know, Jake. I was at camp. I got to go to VIP. I was hanging with Q-Tip. He brought me to camp with him this week, and we had just an amazing day. But Quinnen signed my jersey. Now nobody will let me wear it.
You got a
friend
friend
mad at me because I was wearing it. Now I don't know what to do. I like to just wear it. I don't give a shit.
Well, I think they got particularly mad when you used it to clean your glasses.
I did. I didn't realize it. I took my glasses off and I was doing this, and everybody started yelling like, "Dude, are you using a signed Quinnen Williams jersey to clean your glasses?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I am." I didn't realize, but they got so mad. But Q-Tip was given this by the Jets, and he had just bought this jersey.
So he just gave it to you? That's awesome.
Yeah, he said, how
do you know Q-Tip? That's incredible.
Well, he's a diehard Jets fan, so he reached out to me one day.
Does he watch the show? He watches your stuff? That is sick, dude. That is awesome.
So, yeah, he and I got to chatting, and we became friends. He's the best, dude. He's an amazing person.
Yeah. I heard him on the K Show. Don and Peter had him on recapping his day at Jet Camp. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's the best.
He's a guy, dude. He is a real Jet fan, which I love. Like, I respect that, man. A lot of these like celebrity fans are not actually like fans. He is like a legitimate Jet fan.
Yeah, he watches every game. Like he knows every player. He knows right. He's like he's one of us, dude. Like truly.
Yep.
He knows who's getting cut. Like all that stuff. He knows all the stuff we know.
So he invites you out and you meet him there, right? Because you're coming from Virginia.
Yeah.
You're driving up. You see him, and then like he's just like, "Hey, GB, we're gonna have a day. Here we go." And then
he invited me. I knew I was hanging with him. That's why I went up. So yeah, he picked me up. We drove in together. So we got a proper hang, That
is awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was cool to see all the guys, how they were enthralled. by him being there. You know what I
Did
mean?
you get a chance to talk to Rodgers? Because I saw they were talking.
I did. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I took some pictures of that too. But when I got to meet Aaron Rodgers, but I was just telling that story. You know, the security guy, the head of security that runs out with Saleh at the end of the game. You know that little fella. But he wouldn't let. He got mad. Like I guess Aaron Rodgers had to be somewhere, and I asked for a pic, and he cut me off. He was like, "No, come on, man, we got to go." And he got like upset. So Aaron Rodgers was like, "Nah, I got to go." I was right there with my phone. It would have taken
That
one
takes a second. Come on.
one more
If
second.
you were a hot chick, I think he would have said yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, yes.
And even though I have boobs, nobody cared.
Oh, that didn't look good.
Just tell me it's not Becton.
No, it's not a jet. Sorry, that was, but you'll see in a second.
Right now, I'm looking at Tim Boyle. So the Jets don't even have the ball. He's sitting on the bench.
Yeah. Well, who is that though?
Oh, it's Wolford. Oh shit.
Yeah, that looked scary.
Oh no, he can't move. Holy crap! I hope he's okay. Jeez.
Man, you don't want to see that.
Oh man, he looks like how Tua kind of reacted, like that, like glassy eye look when he got hit in the game last year.
Yeah, not good, everybody.
Oh man, that's terrible. Hope he's all right.
Who hit him?
Good question.
Look at his eyes, man. That's scary. He's like,
Yeah, remember that Tua thing, no man, with the fingers? Remember that?
That was really scary.
That was one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. It was like alarming to see that. And I don't know, man, the Miami Dolphins, look, I'm not rooting. We talked about it a little bit earlier. I'm sincerely not rooting for him to have anything happen, injury wise, particularly to the concussion stuff, but them putting all their faith in him and then backing him up with Mike White, who's known for injuries. I don't know what they're thinking.
I think Skylar Thompson's actually the favorite to be the number 2, because I was watching the Texans game earlier, and Skylar Thompson played more than Mike White. Like Mike White was the third quarterback in the game today.
Really?
Wow. They're paying him $8 million. He's going to be QB3.
Yeah, at least right now. I mean, I was surprised.
Stupid team.
Yeah, well, Skylar Thompson, I don't know, man. He got a lot of playing time last year. He didn't look like anything special.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, oh, I'm going to see Mike White play today, and it was like Skylar Thompson coming up. I was like, really? He's the number 2?
That would be bizarre. It really would.
I saw a former friend of the show, Braxton Berrios, got in the end zone today.
He did.
Oh, did he?
Was so weird. He's not. I hate that the NFL lets these players wear 0. You should have to be a good player to be able to wear that number. Like there has to be like a minimum threshold you have to hit. Like with all due respect to Adrian Amos, you've done nothing as a Jet. You should not be the first player in Jet history to wear number 0.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a great point. I saw a Dolphins fan on Twitter say that he's going for 1,000 this year, and I had to laugh.
Who, Berrios?
Yeah, yes. Or Braxton Berrios, little Braxton, going for 1,000. This is not good. They're getting everyone's taking they're getting the card out.
Dude, the spine board is out. Oh,
jeez.
I just saw Samini's tweet.
Oh, this is.
I'm going to the bathroom, gentlemen. One moment.
Yeah, you do that.
I don't think I've ever done that on a live stream before.
Yeah, but
this is great.
It's nice, relaxing, right?
There's nothing like it.
The good stuff.
Yeah, it's so good.
You know what? If Mike White was to get cut, it's $2.7 million dead cap.
Well, they're not going to cut him, but that would be interesting to see him as the 3.
I was going to say, would they carry 3 quarterback? But I guess they would, right?
I'm just saying 2.7. Like if he's really garbage, do you want to stick with him for years or just swallow it and rather than pay him $8 million or something? I don't know.
Damn, that's scary.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's be real. I mean, Braxton Berrios is a good ball player. We all liked him. Something happened to him last year, man. With that Minnesota game, that draw, he was never the same.
No.
And they wanted him to take a pay cut. He said no. He went down to Miami and got paid.
Yeah, good for him.
but he's not going for 1,000. There's no way. Wow, that's serious, dude. In a friggin' preseason game. I just hate it.
It's so weird to me. And like, I guess, like, what else are they supposed to do? But seeing like your teammate get carted off like that, and then 5 minutes later be like, all right, let's go back and play. Like,
Crazy.
how do you do it?
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah, what happens to him here? Let me see. Oh, it's just head on the turf, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he's moving his arms and everything. And think about Tua.
What's that?
I'm saying, think about Tua is he can never hit his head again. Like when you have that kind of concussion, you saw what happens, when he came back. As soon as he got tackled and his head hit the turf, out again. Like that's what happens. So it's not like you now have the same chance as anybody else. It's like overstretching a rubber band. You know what I mean? So he can't be tackled and bang his head, or it's going to happen every time. And I don't see how he's going to continue a career like that.
No, it's unnerving. If he was my if that was our situation, I would be bracing for it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'd be nervous as hell.
Because like you're right. Like you're one play away essentially from your season being over.
Yeah. Just if he takes a bad sack where his helmet hits the ground, if his helmet hits the ground hard, it's done.
That's it. That was a weird play.
Yeah, I guess it's just the way his head hit the turf, man. And they say we got a lot more rubber balls in our turf this year, but I guess it don't matter.
They put Trask back in.
Yeah, it's weird, huh? I guess they have no one else.
Yeah, who else are they going to go to? They don't want to go to Baker.
Baker's the starter. That's
yeah, you would think, right? That's what this tells you.
I think so. Baker Mayfield, huh? I mean, Todd Bowles. What do you think of this guy? This guy, he gets handed a Super Bowl roster. He decides to cut the entire offensive staff. So now he's on his 5th offensive coordinator in his 6th year as an NFL head coach. And look at the team. They're decimated.
Yeah, I was talking to someone who covers the Bucs earlier this week, and I asked how do Bucs fans feel about the Todd Bowles experience. He said, he's a little conservative, was the line, and they get frustrated when he punts down late in games. And they mentioned the game last year against Cleveland, where Cleveland ended up coming back and winning. But yeah, it's like the same old stuff still happening all these years later.
Yeah, he's the same stuff. And yet somehow Casey Rogers, who sucks, never gets even questioned under Todd Bowles. There's never a microscope on that guy.
Todd Bowles. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that anymore. Oh my God.
Todd Bowles right into Adam Gase that was not fair. No one deserves that.
Oh, just hell. Oh my God.
Thinking back when we had Mike McCarthy out there saying the only team I will coach this year is the New York Jets. If it's not them, I'm going to take a year off. Then we had Matt Rule, who was a hot commodity. He just turned around Temple and Baylor. And it's okay. Well, either one of those guys. All right. Well, and then out of nowhere. There's no way. And it was remember big.
His audio is choppy for you guys too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me, right? Oh,
Yeah,
thank God, I thought it was me.
Yeah, I thought it was me as well.
I wasn't sure. I was just like sitting there. I was like, is that me or is that him?
I was looking at your face, Jake, and I'm trying to figure out if it's me. I'm like wiggling my finger.
Oh no, poor Bean.
Preseason is back, baby.
Oh, we're getting the wheel.
Yeah. Oh, he's cursing right now. Merrill, get in here. That's the one thing about moving out into that studio outside. She's so much further away, so it takes him so much longer to get the help.
It looks so nice, though. You did a good job with it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Poor Bean. So, I mean, Jeremy, you're the co-host. You gotta take over now. This is your ship.
Well, yeah.
Officially, you bounced. So this is your ship.
You're the captain.
No, you're 100% right. I mean, we kind of talked about a lot of everything, but how many? Let's talk about McDonald because we see they're using him a ton in preseason. What percentage of the snaps do you think he's going to be getting?
What did Jermaine get last year? I think it's going to be something similar to Jermaine. It was like what 29?
Yeah, it was right around 30%.
30%. Something like that. But he's looked good, I thought, in the preseason in these games.
He's looked very good. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna have to play him more depending on like if they have leads late in games because he's one of their best pass rushers already. So if you're trying to close out a team, you want him on the field.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest decision to make because the way Jermaine has looked, Carl Lawson, McDonald, Huff. I mean, we got 4 really special pass rushers.
Sorry, someone on the Bucs just tried to hurdle a jet, and it did not go well.
Oh, did he get spun like Nat Morgan from Miami?
He went head over heels. Actually, he did a front flip.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I don't know if you guys remember. You guys wouldn't remember, but see if you saw replays of it in the 80s, Nat Moore from the Miami Dolphins got spun like a wheel. He did like 2 flips in midair. He got hit so hard.
He's back.
Wow.
Lives.
That flip.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about.
The spin.
GreenBean, I brought up Nat Moore, but I don't think they know what I'm talking about.
Matt Moore?
From Miami when we spun him like a fan.
Yeah, I remember that. Look at this guy. What are you thinking, buddy?
And he's like 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. I don't know why he decided.
Like, I want to make the team. That's what I want. You saw that, right, Coach? See what I'm willing to do?
Oh, that was a nice throw by Trask.
Yeah, it was a nice throw, actually.
I love the way Moreland looked at him.
Yeah, he's like, what?
He stared down at him.
Once again, the umpire camp. Do not need this. Do not care. Stop it.
Yeah, those 2 guys will be selling insurance together as interns.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It doesn't add anything. It's such a bad view.
It's blurred.
Yeah, it really
man.
is bad. That is no joke how bad that is.
Like
it
my
looks like
internet
one of us are running around with our phones.
Yeah, it's horrible.
All right, so where are we? Fourth quarter, 13:45 on my clock. And
I'm ahead of you, baby. 13:33.
Look at this. It's an amazing experience. This is a very weird experience, this NFL Plus thing.
Got to admit, even this quarter with these players, GreenBean, it's better than having to do the watch party for the 2020 Jets.
I don't know how you did that every week.
It was brutal, dude. Those games felt like they were 7 hours long. Like there were times I would be like, all right, well, how much? Oh my God, it's the third quarter. Like, what is happening?
It's so brutal.
Once we got to like week 5 or week 6 of that year, I legitimately rooted against the Jets every game. Like I wanted them to lose. I wanted the number 1 pick, and I wanted Adam Gase to become the first coach in NFL history to have to wear 0-17 on his resume. Like I needed it.
Dude, I was right there with you. And I would say things like, we deserve it.
Yes.
Like we need, like we deserve to have that honor. Like this is so bad. Not only do I want 0-17, I want us to like the lower point differential than the Browns, who were the only other winning list team. I wanted all that. When we won that game, I was devastated.
Me too. I'm like, I want him to have a winless season on his resume. That'd be a perfect way for him to go out. Oh,
Yep. And then you saw the Jags, as soon as they picked up that first round slot, the first pick slot, they benched everybody.
Yep.
They did it right, man.
They did
No.
exactly the right way.
Remember all that shit that year that was coming out that Trevor Lawrence shouldn't have to go to, like the NFL should redo their draft.
Yep.
Yeah, who was that?
Jeremy
Snap.
Schnapp on ESPN.
Yep. Right.
It's only a problem when the Jets maybe get the top pick. You never have this conversation with anyone else. Just like it's just like Hard Knocks is only a distraction now because it's the Jets, or it infuriates me.
Yeah. No, it's a major double standard out there for the Jets. We deal with shit that no other fan base deals with, no doubt.
Nope. Shout out to Phil Adams, 3 a.m. in the UK, and he's hanging out watching the third preseason game.
Amazing. He's committed, man. Still hanging. Practice for Monday Night Football. Right, he's getting himself season ready. I like it. I like what you're doing.
He's trying to get through a full game so he can prove he can go out there week 1.
That's exactly right. He wants to make the team, Jake. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, Gerbo was pissed too. A lot of us, I couldn't believe it. Remember in the Raiders game, we were all, Greg Williams ended up getting fired, and we were like singing his praises.
Oh, he was my hero, man.
Hero.
The all-out blitz with rookie Lamar Jackson in coverage against the criminal, Henry Ruggs. What a moment.
That's right. The criminal. Oh, my God. I know. I couldn't believe it. It was as if we it was reversed and we scored a touchdown to win the game. We're like,
I legitimately celebrated like the Jets had won. It was unbelievable.
I went nuts.
I was just laughing. I was like, "This, you can't make this up."
I was like, "It's meant to be. This team is meant to get the top pick of the draft."
My wife was so confused. She came into the room and goes, "They won," and I said, "No, we lost."
Yeah, that was amazing. Think about that. Like that actually made the season somewhat fun. It was all we could pull out of it. That we were trying to get 0-17. It's amazing. Incredible. Our life. Doug Kahn checking in. Just got home from a date. Had to throw this on.
Doug.
Well, good for you. How'd the date go, Doug? I don't know where you are, but it seems like it might have ended early.
Apparently not well enough if he's tuning into us.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
What number date is this, Doug? First date? Yep. Second date?
If it was a first date and he politely walked her to the door and did, then okay, right?
Then I walk back what I said.
But chances are not so good.
What if he's in the UK? Then it's 3 a.m. Then maybe something went down.
Yeah, it's a good point. Randy checking in. He says, still mad at Man for that tackle. I know, dude. Braden Mann.
What a waste of a draft pick.
What a butthole. Took Trevor Lawrence from us.
Right out of our fingertips. Goddamn punter makes a tackle.
You got more of the crap.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I
removed it.
Oh, you did? Look at you. Top of it.
Everybody jumping on.
And I saw you hide them. Yeah, we're all jumping on it.
Doug says it was a first date, by the way, so he gets a pass.
Okay. All right. Doug gets a pass. I hope you had a nice time.
That's right. He politely, you don't try to go for it all on the first date.
It's not 4th and 20. It's you gotta manage the clock.
Exactly right, man.
Yeah, listen, you're doing your, draw play. You pick up 5 yards, you punt and say you live to see another down.
Yeah. That's it, man. It's like, look, and the truth is if you do get it all on the first date, generally speaking, you have no interest in a second date. That's me anyway. I'm like, the old saying, why buy the cow?
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that.
Jake, did you get the Phil Adams banner that he made for all of us?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, wow. We got to get, you know about it, right? Because
vaguely, it's like a bunch of the content guys, right? I think I saw this on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
No, I didn't make the cut. I guess Phil is not a fan of mine.
You're on the banner.
Oh, I made the cut? Oh, I didn't get one then. Well, I thank you, Phil. I'm glad you're a fan of the show.
Yeah, I know. Dan has a great question though. It's like, what is Mike McCagnon doing? You know anything, Jake? You got any inside scoop on what McCagnon does with his days?
No, I'm so Gase, I could tell you, works for Omaha Productions, which is Peyton's company. He's like the he looks at film every week for Peyton and Eli.
That's right. All right, there's the debate. Real quick though, here's the banner. Matt O'Leary showing us the banner.
Am I on it?
Yeah, where's Jake?
I don't think Jake is on here. That's probably why. Nice going, Jeremy.
Oh, I didn't make the cut.
He's definitely on there.
No, you got GreenBean, Jets Talk 24/7, me. Somehow Jeremy's on here.
Yeah.
Situation report. Rich Eisen, Jets Media, Jets Central. Boyd
Rich Eisen. He's a national person.
Right. Well, I said that. Isn't that funny that Jeremy and Rich Eisen made it on the same banner? It's amazing.
Jeremy at least does top 10 and whatnot. Rich Eisen just does a talk show, and they know that like Jet fans watch his show because anytime they do a video where he talks about the Jets, they listed Jet fan Rich Eisen because they see how many views he gets every time. So they just keep playing into that.
The crap he give me. I think he just probably couldn't get a hold of you, Jake.
Oh, apparently I didn't reply. Sorry, Phil. I don't know where you messaged me. Maybe I just missed it. But
yeah, it happens. I tell people all the time, it's hard, man. It's hard to keep up with everybody. Certainly not intentional, No,
never. Only I purposely don't respond to Jeremy's DMs anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, so Gase works for Peyton Manning's like production company. He'll like watch film every week for the Manning cast on what they're going to cover and like give Eli and Peyton like a scouting report on like what they're going to do to help them. Like no joke. That's what Gase does. No. McCagnon, I have no idea. And Izek was at the Hall of Fame ceremony 2 weeks ago. Like,
I saw that.
We saw him, but I don't know what team he's working for.
I think he was working for the Jags. He's just doing what he does. He's an accountant. Like, hey, just go and crunch the numbers for us.
Oh no, I see what O'Leary's looking at.
Oh no,
who's that?
That's
no.
His
knee. He's holding his knee.
Is it his knee or his groin? I hope.
Oh no, guys. Israel Abanikanda is down. He's pointing to his knee, Jake.
No. Commercial.
God damn it. And then it froze. Why? Come on.
I'm trying to refresh Twitter to see.
Hopefully it's not worst case.
That's terrible, dude. I mean, when that happens, my first thought is, well, why is he still out there, right? But you can't. Look at these guys.
Oh, there's more shit. Hold on a sec. Remove.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, obviously Bam Knight's going to make the team. But that's a real shame, guys.
Yeah, he was making some great plays for them, man. It was exciting. This is why I want no one to play in the preseason. No one needs to play next week.
Yeah.
Thanks, Diego.
I mean, it's right. It's obviously important for to get guys like a Becton, like a Tippmann. It has that role, but man, as far as any starters, man, leave them. That's it.
Laying on the ground, grabbing his knee.
Ugh.
It didn't look that bad. Is it the freaking turf again? This new turf?
It's just football. Like it just
it just happens, man. The new turf though, we looked into the old, the old turf, the blades were actually loops. I know who would develop a turf that is, and we had all those knee injuries and stuff on that, but the blades were loops, so cleats would get caught in the loops. Like we had that for 10 years or 20 years. Loops.
They didn't cart him off, but he was limping off pretty bad.
It could be a sprain. They hurt, man. Sprain knees hurt like hell.
It looks like he bumped knees with an offensive lineman.
So it could be a bruise.
But he is not putting much weight on his right leg.
Ugh.
That's not good.
Let's just hope for the best.
I know, Jay-Z. No starters at all. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
0 starters next week.
He's bending it. Let me see what happened here.
It kind of looks like they bang.
Yeah, he banged.
That's better than if you see his foot planted in the turf.
Yeah, it looked like knee on knee, maybe.
Hanky. All right. Come on, Boyle. Now who we got running the ball now?
Let's start.
We got Travis Dye in there running the ball.
I like watching him.
Is Davy Crockett, whatever the guy's name is, he still on this team? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
Damian Crockett, was that the guy's name?
Yeah, I think he is.
He's like a pirate.
Arr.
Yeah, so Travis Dye's out there. Kuntz is out there. Cap is out there.
In the fourth quarter of a goddamn preseason game.
Yeah.
The hell, why didn't they just have Dye out there more?
They took Becton out, by the way.
Yeah, Becton's
I noticed that. Yeah.
Which
feel great. 25 snaps, I think.
was it? That's what I was looking for. I was curious to see how many snaps it was.
So one of the beat guys tweeted.
I'm not complaining now after what we just saw.
No. I think we saw enough of Becton, man. I think we know what he is. We know what we got.
He's starting.
Yeah, he looked good in those 25 reps. Like, give him some reps with the ones this week, and let's go.
Okay. Boyle back to pass. Oh, sacked. Who's that left tackle? He got beat badly.
Sneat or
Sinnat?
beat again. He made
encroachment. Okay. Yeah, neutral zone. That's right. He got beat because he cheated. That's what it was.
Oh, my God. They're calling that live? What are we doing?
All right, here we go. Ball is snapped. Oh, my God. Again. Sinnat is no good, dude.
How much time you got on yours?
I got 9:27.
All right, so I'm slightly ahead.
Is that a real? What happened there? Was that real? Did we lose the ball?
No, he was down.
Down, yeah.
Let's see.
I like how the Jets have 231s because one's not enough.
Yeah, there's a few numbers where they have like 3 number 33s, I think now.
Is that what it is?
Right, because wasn't Crockett 33 also?
Oh, yeah, Davy Crockett.
They're not all Craig James. 31.
Yeah, he's just reincarnated 6 different times.
All right, come on. And okay, Travis Dye up the middle. Nope. 2, 3. 3 yards. Man, this is a look at all these fellas. Look at all these. Grant Hermans is out there.
There's Dye.
Matt, you still a minute ahead?
I'm at 7:42.
Oh, yeah, okay. You have 45 seconds on me.
This is some ugly football, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Nice catch by Travis Dye there.
Maybe Costello was onto something. I take it back. Kidding.
Yeah, well, this is the toughest part of everything. It's this part of the game. This is when it's tough. Even guys like us, like you start, it's like it's hard to keep track of all these fellas and know something about them.
What's his name's got to catch that. That hit him in the hands. Let's see the replay. Yep, that's.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I don't know who that is, though.
No.
As long as it wasn't my boy Kuntz.
Oh,
Yeah, who is that? 85.
Something happened that got O'Leary's attention.
Yeah, O'Leary's.
maybe. I don't know. We might have a special team score.
We're gonna
let's
fake.
see if this guy muffed the punt. There's got to be something. Jets football. We're back.
All right, hold on a second here.
There we go. Here we go.
Snap.
Oh, that's
It's an
big.
ugly play.
It's big for my parlay here. Need the Jets on the money line, folks.
Oh, there's a Delaney on the Bucks. Call
Look
Ryan.
at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that, everybody.
I
Some
can't.
excitement.
I'm too far behind. Here we go. I get to watch it now.
Oh yeah, that's a muff right there. He was not down.
There's a guy Crownshaw, something Shaw.
Crookshank.
Is
it?
Did they give us the touchdown?
Yeah, Crookshank.
Yeah, Crookshank.
O'Leary, did they give us the touchdown?
They're
Going for two.
Going for two. Wow, look at the balls on Bobby Saleh. Here we go.
What a funny play.
That guy looked like he was sleeping on the job. What's
Put
wrong
in
with
Rodgers. Here we go.
Yeah, it's important. Let's win this one for
Gonna
the
win this
Gipper.
one.
They clobbered that guy. Poor guy.
If Rex was the head coach, Rodgers would be out there right now.
Oh yeah, he wants to win.
Ooh, who did that? Somebody hit him hard.
Yeah, it was whoever 50 Sam Iguavoen.
That's right.
There we go.
Iguabone.
He might be working at Home Depot in a few weeks, but he'll remember that one. He'll tell his grandchildren about it.
He's like, oh, I had a moment, man. What a moment it was.
Oh, I knocked that guy to another planet.
I didn't
they
even know
ruled
the
him
Jets had a
down.
guy.
They turned it over. They
Oh, they did?
yeah.
Did they?
No touchdown. Jake, they're all curious. You're really betting on preseason, huh?
Oh, man. I mean, I need some excitement in my life.
I love it.
I can't believe that wasn't a touchdown. We had something there.
The
Everybody.
Jets are being screwed by the officials. It never
That's
ends.
right.
Rigged.
So William Justice thinks any way to do it, they'll do it. That would have been fun. What do you mean, Steven? We are reading the chat. It just takes time to get to the bottom. We're reading it.
We're also on a delay too from when they're talking. I don't think
Yeah.
or when they're
You guys
chatting.
are so you guys, Steven, you got to take it easy. It's preseason fourth quarter, buddy.
What does it mean when someone's name is in green? Is that like a premium feature?
Green?
They're a member of the channel.
Oh, they're members. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have 500 members because of Crossfire.
and
Knobcraft. Yeah, Knobcraft.
He wants us all to retire early, I think.
Jake,
Yeah,
like some of the guys like to buy memberships for other people, and it became like this competition between two of them. They're like matching each other, like 5 memberships purchased and it goes to random people in the chat.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you get with a membership to the channel? Just like green font on your name?
You get to
Well,
use-
we're still it's a newer channel, this one. So right now we have a bunch of special emojis that they can use, but there's a bunch of other stuff coming, private stuff.
Feed
Certain
photos?
streams.
You guys going to post those?
What's that? New
Feed photos?
That's what they're asking for.
Yeah, there are only fans.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm in on that.
Yeah, they're gonna be getting. That's what they keep asking for. They want feet photos. So why not? We'll give them the feet photos. Not our feet, of course.
Rodgers is doing a TV interview with them again. How about that? He's on with Ian Eagle and Anthony Beck.
They're gonna ask him, "What'd you think of Zach's run?" I told him he shouldn't be doing that.
I told him slide or run out of bounds next time, please.
I'll have to hope the Jets post it on their YouTube channel later. Because this is more fun than a Rodgers interview. Come on now.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't let me take a picture with them. What a bunch of buttholes they are.
You got a picture with Q though, right? I saw you got one
yeah.
with Sherwood. Anyone else really stand out? Douglas?
Yeah, JD. I didn't get a picture with Sal. Look at that catch. What a nice pass, man. Michael Clemens, JFM. Brees Hall.
Nice.
Now,
Yeah.
is JD now aware that like you would take a bullet for him? Like, did you make him aware that you might be his biggest
I think,
defender?
I think he knows. I think he knows in his heart. He could feel it. He asked though. He said, "What do you think?" I said, "What do you think of the team?" I said, "I think the team's fucking great." So we're real happy, JD. No, I kept calling him Joe Douglas. I said, "Well, here's the thing, Joe Douglas."
That's fantastic.
If he would have asked me that, I would have been, I volunteer to help build the statue.
That's epic.
Amazing.
You think you're gonna be on Hard Knocks? Because if you were next to a Q-tip, the cameras are rolling.
Yeah, well, they're more than likely they would probably find a way to cut me out,
You're
but
a handsome
I was
guy.
there.
That beard belongs on HBO.
What I was trying to say, there was one point I believe when we were talking, it was either Quinnen Williams or Brees Hall, that the boom. I didn't realize it, but the girl told me afterwards that we were talking and they had the boom over us.
Wow.
So and they were filming. She said, "Oh yeah, they were filming you guys for that one." So maybe
You're a
I'll
real
make it.
example of like how these players and coaches just forget Hard Knocks is even there because you were just doing your thing. You didn't even know.
Dude, they were so slick. It's really, I'm telling you, man. I had no idea. They had the boom over us, everything, and I didn't even know. If she didn't tell me, I never would have known it happened.
Wow.
Yeah, they're good at what they do.
Tiki Barber's cousin with a catch.
Oh, that's always nice to see.
I
Family.
made that up. I have no idea if they're
Oh,
related.
okay.
Does Tiki still think Salah wasn't at practice on Thursday? Because you were there, right? You saw Salah.
I said, per my eyeballs, Robert Saleh was at
Yeah. I know Robert Saleh introduced himself. He said, "How you doing? I'm Robert Saleh." Said, yeah. Yeah, look, you could see I'm aware.
I would have said, "And what do you do for the team?"
Oh, do you work here?
In the Jets reel, you could see Q-Tip introducing Michael Clemens to you. I thought that was really cool for him to be like, "Oh, by the way, this is my guy GreenBean."
Yeah, he did it. He did that with everybody.
That's awesome.
Like,
That's
like everybody that he was like, he did it with like he was taking pictures with Hackett and some people, and he's like, "Hey, let's get my man GreenBean in here," and he would bring me over and like take pictures and stuff. Like
That's
it was
awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Dude.
He made sure to include me in everything. It was awesome.
So it was just you and him?
Yeah.
Dude, that is like the coolest thing ever, man. That is awesome.
Yeah, and his driver. His driver was with us.
Oh my god, that is awesome. So where did he pick you up from?
He met me at a place. I knew where he was coming from, so I know where we're going. So I was coming from South Jersey, so I just picked a place right off of Route 80. It happened to be my old hometown.
Wow.
So I just said, "Meet me in this parking lot." So he pulled off of 80, scooped me up. We got back on, and then just drove from there. So maybe like 20 minutes from Florham Park, maybe 15.
That's
And
fantastic.
you told no one, right? You didn't, because I had no idea you were going.
I told Matt and Ryan just because I knew they were going. So I was going to try to hook up with them. Like, again, I thought I was going to be able to, but it was like, what was happening. I was very much a part of this other scene.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to leave it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't.
No, you're a VIP. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, let me go.
I was nervous.
Let me go sit with that giraffe, Matt O'Leary, over there.
I kept.
So you want to hear? So there's a funny thing. It's like, so you got the fans stands, right? And then next to the fan stands is a family stand. So that's like the family of the players. And then you have the VIP stands, which is like behind the end zone, which was, so that we were there, but we weren't in the stands. We could like walk around the field and stuff like that. So, but afterward, so everybody's glad handing and saying hi, and the family kids are running around and everything. They had an ice cream truck, Mr. Softy, there for the kids and for the players, believe me. So I happened to see, like, when I was walking by, Becton was standing there at the Mr. Softy, and he turned around with two ice creams in his hands. Now I was, let's say there's one for his wife or whatever, but it was funny looking. And I mean, he turned around like just fucking two monster cones
dude with ice cream.
Yeah. Double fisting.
That's hilarious. By the way, Izzy's got a thigh injury, so that's much
Bye.
Oh, okay. You
better
take
than
that.
Boink.
You take that every day of the week.
We still have a chance.
Hell yeah. Jason Edwards checking in. He says, GreenBean, I believe we will be a top 10 both sides of the ball, 13-4 regular season. Dare I say Super Bowl champs? I think you should dare to say that. Why not? 13-4 is something I've heard before, Jason, so you're not alone. I'm going with 17-0. I'm doing it until it's not possible anymore. And if we lose one, I'm sticking with 16-1. That's how I'm doing this season. That's I've decided. I'm very comfortable with this. But 13-4, Matt, what are you predicting? You're doing. I think are you a 12-5 guy, or what do you think?
I'm at either 11-6 or 12-5. I think that's where they land here. One of those.
11-6, 12-5. Jake, what do you got?
I've been saying 12-5 for a couple months, so I'm just going to stay with that at this point. 12-5 AFC East champions.
I'd love a division title. Jeremy, you with these guys? You think 11-6, 12-5, or are you with me up there at 17-0?
I'm actually 12-5, but leaning towards, if not that, 13. Like, I think it's more of a chance of 13 than 11.
Ooh, I like your twist. I like that. Zoe Royalty says 14-3.
Nice.
Check that into my veins.
I'm telling you.
Please.
Dude, we've only seen 12. We've never even broken 12 as a franchise. Never.
Dude, the idea of the Jets winning 12 games in a season is just like hard to fathom. Like it's crazy.
Oh,
like when I say 12-5, I'm like, I'm really saying 12-5. That's crazy.
I know, and like we're comfortably saying it. It's like it makes me nervous. I get like a pang. I'm like, oh man. But I'm buying in. I squashed that voice of negativity and fear quickly, but he's there, you know? Matt, what are you reacting to, Matt? Talk to me.
Tim Boyle sucks is what I'm reacting to.
You talking about the little
coming
flick?
back,
Yeah, I didn't like the little flick.
It's coming back. It's coming back, but it was an ugly pick that is going to get overturned on pass interference.
Jake, what I saw on your channel a couple days ago with that guy that called in and did the special effects on V-Man.
Oh, Gator?
Yeah, what Gator did
Yeah,
with V-Man.
Oh my God!
One of the funniest, greatest things I have ever seen.
Dude,
that was
he did a GreenBean Gator. He's unbelievable. But he did one the other day where you saw it. He impersonated King Lowski, who's a caller of mine who calls in and is just always like the most energetic, loud, like talking crap, saying, all these haters are gonna get it, and he's just screaming and yelling every time, and it's so genuine because he's just like such a passionate fan. And Gator impersonated him calling in from his car because he always calls in from his car. And then as he's doing the call, the camera like pans over and V-Man's in the car with him. And it's just the most absurd thing I've ever watched. It was
the greatest thing. It was the greatest thing that he picked V-Man. I just love that. I love that kid.
Oh my God. It's something. And like he fooled me because the first like 4 or 5 seconds of the call was a copy of an older call from King Lowski. So I'm like, oh, King, you're calling back because I had done a show earlier, like double dipping. And then it just goes into the bit. And I'm like, oh my God, I got duped.
It was so awesome.
Amazing.
It's like your own version of Sour Shoes.
It really is, man. It's like the Howard Stern whack pack we got going here with cast of characters.
Jets Forever is part of the whack pack review.
I have him banned right now, so you guys got to give me a ruling on this. So he said that he'll stop watching sports if Denzel Mims is not on the Jets. So I was waiting for them to finally move off of Mims. Obviously, they trade him, and then I had a rule: he's not allowed to watch my show until the Jets use the conditional pick they got in the Mims deal. But he now got cut, so they don't have any picks. So do I let Jets Forever back in because there was no pick to be used?
I don't know. I think you should let him back.
Yeah. We can let him in.
Let him back in on probation. Oh, here it is. Yes.
Let's see. This is just the ending. Yes. So here we go. That fucking guy.
So good.
Amazing. There it is. Gator McCluskey. Not bad, man.
The Photoshop he did of where he made me and GreenBean like 9 feet tall, and Richie and Ryan are like miniature next to us. So good.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, it took people a minute. They're like, wait a minute, like what? Something's wrong here. What's going on? Like, yeah, little tiny Richie and Ryan. Ryan says that's what it really feels like hanging out with these guys. It's so funny. Is the game even on? Was there a commercial? What's happening?
No, I see a commercial. I think the pass interference made it first down, right, O'Leary?
Yes. And then I went to commercial. They're showing the Jets schedule right now. Coming out of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, that's what I see right now.
Dwayne wants to know, at what age should a man start wearing his pants above his hip? I don't know.
Above the hip. Never.
I think I don't know. I think it depends, Dwayne.
Can you pull it off?
Yeah, can you pull it off? That's the whole thing. I don't
That's
know.
my thing. It's always
Hey, look, Gator's in the chat. He's not a big fan of Gator.
He
Gator
lives in Tampa, so he gets this game on locally down there.
So he's fucking way done with this one then.
Yeah, he's probably checked out of preseason football.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. How much time do we have? 2 minutes left in this exciting game here. We got Tim Boyle, Travis Dye in the backfield. Who's snapping the ball these days? Oh, Travis Dye with a terrible drop.
You can't even get mad at it now, though.
No. Gerbo, I just showed you the green. I'm gonna add that to some streams. I actually meant to already. I'm glad it was brought up. I forgot.
Let me see if I have it somewhere. I don't know if I do. Gator, if you have it, I don't know if you can email it to me again because it was in like a week transfer, but it probably expired. I posted it on my Patreon, but I don't know how to download that. Maybe I can find it. It's so funny.
I said
You
can't
mean like the long form one?
Yeah, the full.
Yeah,
the full
yeah.
size.
68 is brutal. Who's 68 on the Jets?
It is not listed because I was doing that at training camp. I pulled up the roster. I was like, who the hell is 68? And he wasn't there.
So bad, he's not even listed. You gotta love it.
You want to hear the coolest thing is this morning I had extra 2 tickets to this game that I got a hold of from one of the viewers, and he said, "Can you help me get rid of this?" I go into Twitter and I say, "Who needs tickets for tonight's game?" And a bunch of people responded. Went to the first guy randomly, said, "You're first." He goes, "How much you want from him?" I said, "Free." And gives me his email, send it to him. A little later, he goes, "My son writes for X Factor and everything." And he goes, and I told him or whatever, and he goes, "You should check out his articles." And I said, "Oh, I should have him on my show." And now I got him lined up coming onto the show, a writer for X
Amazing.
Factor. It's pretty cool.
Oh, there we go. Good stuff.
Who is it?
Brandon Pockrass?
Oh, I've seen his stuff on Twitter. Yeah.
What an interesting way to find the guest, right?
I love the Jets X Factor folks. They do a good job. I have Robbie on all the time. Nania came on. He was at the joint practice last week, so I had him on for a video.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're awesome, dude. No doubt.
Man, looks like it's standing room only at MetLife right now. People really
it's packed. Is there anyone still? I feel like a handful of folks still there.
Craig James still in the game, baby. Here we go.
Craig James, he's gonna make it. Look how mad Boyle is. He's so upset with his performance.
I hope Boyle never has to play in a real game.
He's not good, dude. He's not good at all.
Yeah.
I found this video, but I don't know how to download it off Patreon, but it's here. I do have it.
Yeah. You got it. You can't figure it out. You don't know how to do it, huh?
Well, you know what? If I share my screen, I could probably play it off my computer.
Yeah, go ahead. Can you do that?
Let me see.
Go ahead.
Just hit that. Let's see. Hold on. Tell me if you got it.
Yeah, I got it. Wait, hold on. All right, here it is.
All right, here we
play
go.
it? Go ahead and play it.
This person's called in under the name GreenBean. So let's go to GreenBean. He's next up on the Ghostbuster hotline. GreenBean, what do you got for us?
There he is. This is not my vape pen. This is an Apple TV remote. Hey, guys, GreenBean here. Are these Jets for real? I mean, Will Denzel Mims be a difference maker this year? We'll get into all of that, but before we get started, I do want to remind you of those milk thumbs.
Here it is.
We gotta get going. Great Adventure has fireworks tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They have a new coaster there. Well, thanks, boys. I don't want you to forget to shave your balls with Manscaped. Promo code Jets Forever. Oh, shit, she started the mobile home. Stop, no, don't leave the counters outside the window. All right, but honey, hold on. Don't leave yet.
Yeah, that was
Oh
good. Telling you,
my
man.
God.
Production value, Jake. That was good.
That's so funny.
Dude, come on. That's amazing.
He did such a good job.
Yeah. I mean, dude, Gator's a fucking gem. That guy's a gem.
The Gator's amazing. I didn't even see this. He actually just emailed me the full thing. So I can just forward that to you. GreenBean, if you want.
Yeah, send that to me. I want
That's
that.
hilarious. Just emailed it to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're gonna get a Tim Boyle final drive here.
Look at this, a big sack from Holmes.
Yo, Holmes.
Holmes, everybody.
Man, give me a Tim Boyle
Holmes
game
got
winner, greatness personified at MetLife.
Holmes with his NFL sack. Look at that.
a big boy.
Now, who is he? Anybody know who that is?
Nope.
No, from a hole in the wall.
Any relation to Santonio?
Potentially.
Well,
I still got a minute and 7 on my clock here. Wasn't it 2 minutes a half hour ago? What happened?
Here we go. Alex Erickson, baby. Oh, yeah. All right.
Finally, that's great news. I never thought I'd say that's great news. But
Oh, that's great news, dude. He was pointing to, yeah. Look at Erickson. Look at this guy. He's like, I want to make the team too. Nope. You didn't even get to the 20.
oh my God. Come on.
Tim Boyle?
No. Not Tim Boyle.
Come on, Matt. Just give it to us.
Travis Dye fumbled on the first play.
Oh, my God. No drama. Come on, Travis Dye. Good God. Good God.
It's pathetic. I'm sorry.
I look forward to Hard Knocks somehow spinning this into like an epic Jets performance.
Yeah. 13-6. This is very reminiscent of Jets football, though. Look at that. Travis Dye.
Victory
Amazing.
formation. There we go.
Gunny is calling it a thigh bruise. That's what Gunny is saying.
That's best case scenario, everybody.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
You know, it's still 3 weeks till the year. Even if he's got to miss some time, they have depth. Like, it's best case.
Somebody's like, these guys are trying to give the ball away.
Wow.
Man, the best the Jets could do in the preseason now is a 500 record. Very upsetting.
Fire Salah.
Look at that. Okay, victory pose. There it is. All right.
You think Todd Bowles feels good? Like, I finally stuck it to the Jets?
That's right. You know he does. You know it.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we won. I wanted to go in there and beat that team, and he did it. Super satisfied.
Good for him.
Who's their offensive coordinator now? Who'd they end up getting? You know anybody?
I don't remember. Let's see.
Is Byron Leftwich? He's out. Leftwich?
He's out.
No.
Dave
That
Canal.
security guard running with Salah. That's the guy who wouldn't let me get my picture with
Yeah,
Aaron
that guy's
Rodgers.
always following Salah. That's hilarious.
He's
He's
dead.
the head of security. I was so nice to him too. He was mean to me.
I don't understand why they would let Leftwich go. He was getting a lot of people like him.
He's very good.
People saying really good things about him.
I wanted to see if I can. I really wanted to get a picture with Zach too. I did, just for the novelty of it, if nothing else. But that little fella didn't let me get my picture with Aaron Rodgers, and I'm upset about it. I have to admit. Meeting them is nice, but a picture is forever. You know.
Why does Q-Tip get to meet him and not you? You're just as famous.
Right. What is this madness?
Come on now. Q-Tip doesn't have a loyal YouTube fan base.
That's right, man. Top Daddy says the Jets equal the toilet of the NFL. Yeah, there he goes. Good stuff. Tampa Bay for life. So I'm glad you're so proud of your game tonight.
It's one of the few games you guys win, and the games actually count. Congratulations.
That's right. And I love how you waited till then to post. That's great.
It's so funny that he thinks we would care. So a bunch of guys that work at Home Depot are going to say to each other, remember when my team beat your team before we got cut?
Yeah, remember that? It was so great. Gators checking in. Todd Bowles in great shape, and the shape he chose is triangle. Yeah. It's a great shape. It's a great shape to choose. All right. I used to always say that, man. You know, I'm in shape. A pear is a shape. So that's what I did too. All right. Well, there it is, everybody. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Any closing words, Matt? You want to, any thoughts, any concerns? Where are you?
Happy that Izzy's injury doesn't seem as serious as what we initially thought with him going down holding the knee. Mekhi Becton should be the starting right tackle. And Bam Knight is probably cut if Izzy is healthy. Those are my takeaways from today.
There you go. Jake, what do you got?
Yeah, pretty much same thing. I guess they could put Izzy on the PUP list, worst case, right? And then that creates a roster spot for them to just keep Bam and not have to worry about trying to sneak him on the practice squad.
Yeah, that's safe. You know, I mean, I wonder how long that would keep somebody out, though, you know? Anyway, I think good news for Izzy. That wasn't a torn this or that or the other thing. A thigh bruise, you know, get somebody rub that out. Rub it out. Get back in there. Jeremy, what are your thoughts? We got anything in addition to what's been said?
I mean, it's just everything I cared about was what it was. The defense looked great. And, you know, the two guys on the offensive line I was watching look great. And I'm feeling much better about what our starting offensive line is going to look like.
I think that's the last real question, right? I mean, like, who's it going to be? What's it going to look like? That's what it is. But the number one sign, guys, Mekhi Becton has had himself a very solid preseason and incrementally getting better. He's now on the right side where a lot of us think he's going to end up playing. And if he does, I think we're the better for it. I want to thank Matt O'Leary and Jake Assman for hanging out with us today. This was very special. So I appreciate it. One more preseason game to go against the New York Giants. We'll see if we Rex Ryan this bitch and risk Aaron Rodgers for the big Snoopy trophy. If we do it, obviously very important. With that all said, what am I going to do to get us out of here? I don't have a closer for this. We got to get a bumper, Matt.
Yeah.
Got to do something here. What do we got? I don't know. We'll do this. Guys, thanks for checking us out. We'll see you soon. Have a great night and go Jets.
Big day. Coach Middleton,
Yes.
what an unbelievable effort.
Yes,
Your
it was.
inspiration at halftime, they got it there, man.
Well, I appreciate your effort, man. Hell of a job. You should be proud of yourself.
I'm so proud of everybody. I mean, it's been a hell of a year watching this damn game, but whatever it freaking takes, offense, I freaking love the way y'all ran the ball today, man. That was freaking awesome. How about Braxton?